Good morning, my beautiful Cape Town family. I mean, as you can tell already, I'm not on my own. Yes, it's me, Zanele, but then it is also 2000s AB Da Costa.
Thank you very much. Sanbonani, Dumelang, Lochani, the Macheronin, the Zobu, Dubanabone, Huyamore, my friend. There's a pleasure on you to be here. It's good to be here.
It's so good to be with you, AB. And I feel like Expresso family, you heard like it's going to be an absolutely delicious menu that we're serving you up. But then, this is the thing. We want to see you on the TV, but we also want to see you on the social media street. So let's get to that good morning post, shall we?
100%. And as you heard, Mia is going to be in studio. And one thing that she spoke about is us being more inclusive as a society. So now the question we are asking you is, how can we go about uniting in our diversity?
This is true. And of course, Mia is leading that because just the other day, she was saying that one thing she wants to see is subtitles for the news, which is something no one's ever thought of. It's absolutely incredible.
Yep.
And my lovely, we're looking for answers like that. What do you say? What's going to make our society a little bit more inclusive? 063-408-8863 is where you can hit us up on WhatsApp and then use the hashtag Expresso Show, please, all over social media. For now, though, we're going to go get ready for a whole lot that's coming your way. We need to get to those news headlines, though, with Carissa.
Thank you, team. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's delve straight into your first bit of news for today. Now we get kick-started with some national news, where the National Department of Health has assured the public that there's no need for concern, despite the World Health Organization declaring the Mpox outbreaks in Africa a global emergency. With cases confirmed among children and adults in over a dozen countries, the situation in South Africa is currently under control. However, the Health Department spokesperson, Foster Mohale, cautioned that circumstances can change and urged the public to remain vigilant. Mohale added that the department is working with various stakeholders to ensure the outbreak remains under control. Limpopo's Premier, Poppy Ramathuba, announced that the provincial government has started the process of placing the troubled Thabazimbi municipality under administration. For over 2 years, the municipality has operated with parallel councils led by DA and ANC-led coalitions. The decision was based on a report presented to the Executive Council, which highlighted ongoing governance and management issues since 2022. Ramathuba stated that under the Constitution, the Municipal Council must now provide reasons within 7 days for why it should not be placed under administration. Moving on to international news, Ukraine says its forces are continuing their advance into Russian territory, moving forward in several directions. The Russian border region of Kursk came under a surprise attack last week, leading Russian authorities to declare a state of emergency in the area. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said troops have also captured 100 Russian soldiers. However, Russia claims to have halted further advances. This marks Ukraine's deepest incursion into Russia since the full-scale invasion began in 2022, with conflicting claims about the amount of territory seized. The 44th Ordinary South African Development Community Summit starts in Harare, Zimbabwe on Saturday. Now, the theme of the summit is promoting innovation to unlock opportunities for sustained economic growth and development towards an industrialized SADC. The summit is held every year and is attended by the 16 member states, namely Angola, Botswana, Comoros, Democratic Republic of Congo, Eswatini, Lesotho, Madagascar, Malawi, Mauritius, Mozambique, Namibia, Seychelles, South Africa, Tanzania, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. For this hour, we close up with this story. At Ushaka SeaWorld out in Durban, a juvenile African penguin named Charlie is on a heartening journey to recovery after a suspected shark attack left him severely injured. Found in poor condition on Warner Beach, Charlie's resilience has amazed the team. Initially weighing just 1.6 kilograms, he now tips the scale at 3 kilograms, devouring up to 10 sardines a day with a hearty appetite. Now, while his swimming has improved, his injured wing is still closely monitored. However, his story highlights a pressing concern. With only 8,000 pairs of African penguins left, urgent action is needed to protect these endangered birds from threats like oil pollution, climate change, and dwindling fish stocks. We're really happy for you, Charlie. Some happy feet are definitely the order of the day. Let's see if we can say the same for the sporting world. Here's Graham with the latest.
Happy feet and happy investors, my friend. Let's start with Kylian Mbappe making a memorable Real Madrid debut, scoring in a 2-0 victory over Atalanta last night to secure a record 6 UEFA Super Cup for Los Blancos in Warsaw. What a moment to step in. After Fede Valverde opened the scoring in the 59th minute, Mbappe then sealed the win with a goal in the 68th, set up by Jude Bellingham, of course. Who else? And the triumph also marked Carlo Ancelotti's 14th title as Madrid's coach, equaling a club record. And I have a feeling they're just getting started this season. Now let's turn to cricket. Proteas white ball head coach Rob Walter has unveiled the 15-player squad for the T20 International Series against the West Indies in Trinidad and Tobago. Should be an absolute cracker. So Dolphins all-rounder Jason Smith and the 18-year-old Lions fast bowler Kwena Mapaka, they've both earned their first national call-ups. Congrats, gents. And Smith impressed with his middle-order batting and medium pace, while Mapaka, a standout at the ICC Under-19 Men's World Cup, recently debuted in the IPL with the Mumbai Indians, already proving his mettle. Now let's get to the top tier, and India has appointed former fast bowler from the Proteas, Morne Morkel, as their new bowling coach. So Morkel, who previously worked with Gautam Gambhir at Lucknow Super Giants and then the Durban Super Giants as well, was recommended by Gambhir and India's head coach. Of course, and Morkel, with 544 international wickets under his belt, replaces Paras Mambre and will join their team for their upcoming series against Bangladesh in September. Nice way to start his tenure. Now, big news and a massive congratulations to Kanyisa Chawane. He's been appointed as the new captain of the netball team. So taking over the Proteas armband from Bongi Msomi, of course, who led the team since 2016 and so admirably at that. Netball South Africa announced the leadership change yesterday with Carla Pretorius named as the assistant captain. So Chawane, a key player since 2018, brings a lot of experience, obviously, and a whole lot of skill to her new role, and we certainly wish her well in her new tenure. But that's where we leave our sporting highlights for now. Let's get our first morning dose of the weather.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's have a look at your weather for the first time this morning, where the South Africa Weather Service has issued several warnings for today regarding damaging winds and waves. An orange level 6 warning is in effect for dangerous winds and waves affecting navigation at sea between Cape Agulhas and Port Edward. A yellow level 4 warning is in place for disruptive waves impacting beachfront activities from Port Edward to Richards Bay. Additionally, a yellow level 3 warning has been issued for disruptive waves affecting small harbours and ports between Cape Agulhas and Alexander Bay. Now, before we close things up, I have to remind you to share your morning views with us on 0634088863. I can't wait to wake up with you this morning. It is a klein Vrydag, so what does that look like for you? We'll delve into that just after 7 o'clock. For now, let's have a look at what you can expect in your world of temperatures for today.
Oh, honey, you're still right here with us on Expresso, and we're about to get into the Feel Good Breakfast Show menu that we got lined up for you. And the thing is, as you can see behind me, it's superstars, it's giants. Radio 2000 is in the building to celebrate the Big Breakfast Show's big milestone of reaching 100 episodes tomorrow. It's going to be happening, and this is why we are having a pre-party so that tomorrow they can celebrate even bigger. So don't go anywhere, because we're going to be chatting to them and going live with them right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And then we all know how obsessed we are with Graham, right? Graham's our fave, and this is why we're going to be checking out what it is that his morning routine looks like, but particularly with our other faves, Omar Russ. It's all going down. It's all happening. There's a noise. We're coming to you live from the Samsung showroom at Design Quarter in Johannesburg, and we'll bring you all the vibes that you need this morning. But we're going to take a short break, go get that coffee, and then we'll continue right here on Expresso.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hello, everybody. Good morning and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso. And as we mentioned not too long ago, this is an exciting show.
It's true, because this morning, my friend, we are celebrating the Big Breakfast Show's 100th episode that is happening tomorrow. But this is the thing. Radio 2000 doesn't do things small, so they came to celebrate with us as the Expresso Show.
Yeah. And talking about not doing anything small as Radio 2000, what you need to understand is that Radio 2000 is the fastest growing radio station in the country.
Honey.
And there's a reason for this.
Yes.
And this trio that is with us right here is one of those reasons. So I'm joined by Nati, who brings that excellent energy on the show.
Yes.
Then we have Lelo, who brings that vibrance when it comes to sports and media. And of course, he does it with passion as well. We also are joined by DJ Smooth. I mean, what can I say about DJ Smooth that hasn't already been said? Philanthropist, music connoisseur.
Come on.
Businessman.
I heard he's also a doctor.
Of what?
Doctor.
Doctor of what?
And,
That's
and by
news
the
to
way,
me.
he's a great marketer.
Yes.
Very soon.
Everybody, let's give them a feel-good welcome.
Okay.
Well, really, guys.
Morning.
Awesome. It's great to have you guys here.
So great to be seen by you guys
Yeah.
and to be had here.
Is this a bit different though, like TV and radio?
It is very different.
Yeah.
It is very different. It's lights, camera, action for television.
Yeah.
And with radio, you almost, well, now with social media, you can see your favorite
Sure.
radio personalities, but before you had to almost create that picture of who was behind the mic.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys are guests here today, but now you've had a lot of guests over, the 99 episodes. By the way, the 100th episode is going to be tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So let me start with you, Nati. So out of the, 100 episodes that you're about to have, who would you say has had, the biggest impression on you?
Oh, I think all of our guests have had a great impact on me, you know. I think when you're a teachable spirit, I think because everybody has a unique journey in life, you take nuggets of wisdom from everybody that walks into those doors, right? I loved Utatu Selo Makekangube. He almost speaks like he's a doctor of philosophy when he speaks, right? Because he's been in the industry for so long, illustrious career, longevity in the game. And then there's Makati, who came in with such energy. You tell Makati, say that you you'll be on some. Immediately, you know? So I've enjoyed almost everybody that's come through.
Come on, Nati,
Honestly.
you almost sounded like my cousin there, girl. Maybe
Right?
there's a
Right? BET Award.
You know what I
coming my way.
mean? But Lilo, I want to come to you because you guys,
Yes.
you're a crazy bunch. But
Yeah.
then you also balance it out by getting into the really serious stuff.
Yeah.
How do you strike that balance and make sure that you cover the fun and the serious topics?
Look, the thing is, it all comes natural because we're a team and there's some kind of synergy that's actually that's in this team.
Yeah.
And it just really just does happen. I mean, whenever like the management, when they put this team together, I think they knew exactly what they were doing.
True.
And hey, I mean, Nati is absolutely energetic. Spusiso is hilarious. And then I come with my own stuff as well, my own X Factor. And all of it just really just gets together like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been talking about that synergy as well. This team is always laughing.
They are. That's why I said they're a
Always
crazy
laughing.
bunch.
So, you know, there's a mix of information and entertainment as well. So, Spuda, let me come to you, right?
Yes, sir.
You've had some amazing guests, you know, over, you know, the past 100 episodes. You know, I'm thinking of DJ Fresh and the likes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, talking about the laughing moments, the funny moments, you know, what's that one moment that sticks out for you in these 100 episodes where you're like, ish, but yeah, no, that was funny.
Yeah, God has been good. I've had an incredible radio career over the past 2 decades. And just being
Yeah.
on 2000 is quite a blessing. It's quite humbling. I've been off radio for quite almost a decade now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just coming back, it's hardly been 4 months, our 100th episode tomorrow.
Yeah.
First of all, we've had to learn each other's chemistry.
Yeah.
And while we have to conduct the show, make the
Yeah.
money, get the listeners in, you know, educate, inform, excite, entertain the listeners. I would not single out any one guest, but for me, the guest that really stood out was Umama Messi Pakela. Her humility, her intelligence. By the way, for those who don't know, she's studying towards her master's with vets, but she was also an incredible artist back in the 80s. She shared her stories and her journey, and she taught us a lot while we were laughing in studio. Energy is amazing. That's one guest that I'd say, yeah, for me, stands out, but without having to not take anything away from the other guests.
Beautiful. Isn't just a game. They live for a decade. They come back the strongest.
Sure.
Sorry about it. Thank you very much. Lilo, I'm coming back to you because I know that for you guys, you covered the Kenyan protest, right?
Yeah.
Which was something that needed to be handled with so much care.
Yes.
How did you make sure that it landed on your audience the way that it was supposed to?
The thing is, you know, it's just about experience because the thing about Radio 2000, a lot of the presenters that are there are very experienced when it comes
Yeah.
to the field. I mean, like Musiso has been in the radio game for many years. I've been in it for 21 years. Nati's also been in it for some years. So it's a matter of like knowing how to put it out there, but also making sure that it lands in the dignity that it needs to land in, and it must be factual as well. So it comes with that. Say the experience is there, and also treating every subject the way that you can best treat it.
Yeah.
And you know, you must also understand your audience as well.
True.
As to how do you expect them to actually like receive the stuff that you give them, and also how to present it to them in the way that they need to receive it.
Beautiful.
And, you know, talking about that approach, I mean, DJ Spoo did mention that he was away from radio for about, 10 years.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that hiatus and you going back into radio. I mean, obviously in that 10 years, certain things have changed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how did you approach you going back into radio?
By the way, congratulations to both of you.
Get out of here! We were late.
Proud
Thank
of you.
you. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
You look the part. Incredible. It's been an incredible 10 years. The game has evolved.
Yeah.
Back in the day, internet wasn't as big as it is now.
Yeah. True.
Because I'm a broadcaster and I love the media and I'm passionate about young people in this country, I had to make sure that I participate online.
Yeah.
So I went and started my own radio station, being the entrepreneur that I am. I was online, broadcasting online. I went and started a podcast. I was online, like broadcasting online, creating content online, interviewing people online, creating my own videos and my own opinions online, and using my social media as well to grow my internet presence as well. So I've been pretty much existing in that ecosystem. And I'm assuming if I did not do that, I don't think I'd be sitting here today.
Sure.
I think I'm sitting here today because they saw my presence online. So if you're a broadcaster, my message is, even if you're not employed by your an employer that will,
Traditional media.
or whoever it is that you would like for you. But it doesn't even mean only a broadcaster. Whoever you are, whatever job it is that you do, even if you are not employed by whoever, create your own work. An entrepreneur, and that's a message that I always give out to young people. Like, even if they don't give you opportunities, create opportunities for yourself.
Sure.
And then just start. That's what I did. So my internet presence has grown and it continues to grow every day. And I think over the past 10 years, the game has evolved nicely. But at least it helps that I was on the internet because at least I quickly caught up.
This
Oh,
is
yeah,
true.
yeah.
I mean, you didn't just catch up. You were one of the pioneers, sir, especially with podcasting and everything, which is incredible. But Nati, what can we look forward to in terms of the Big Breakfast Show?
You know, it's only been 100 years.
Yeah,
Like,
100 years.
100 years.
100
Yeah.
years. 100 years.
100 years.
Okay. It's only been 100 days. We've still got a lot to do in terms of building the show. We've laid the foundation, but now I think it's time to build those building blocks, making sure that we are giving the listeners compelling, engaging content, making sure that we're just elevating ourselves and elevating our offering.
Beautiful. Well, you guys are here to elevate Expresso today. We are very grateful. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
The lovely thing, Expresso family, is that these superstars, these giants of the industry are not going anywhere. We're still going to be cooking omelets. We've got so much that's going to be happening.
100%.
Yeah. But the nice thing as well is that there's a whole lot of goodness that's happening in Cape Town as well. Guys, what's going on?
All right, we want you to get your mind in the zone right now, okay? Because we've got a lot going on in Joburg. It might kind of shift your focus a little bit. Think about this right now and only this. If you play Sports Stake 8, fixture list 765, I'm being quite specific now, there is an estimated jackpot of 1.3 million rand this Thursday. Put that in your klein Vrydag. The fixture list closes at 5:30 this afternoon, so don't get left behind, please.
Please don't get left behind. Play Sports Stake now. You can do it in-store or on the nationallottery.co.za website, or you can head to the mobile app for your chance to hashtag BNJ game. And we want you to be within, okay? We want that. How much? How many millions
Oh,
to
come
be
on,
yours?
1.3. And we want to see signs as well. You don't have to tell us you've won, but we must know, okay, by the change in
will
your
be
life.
signs.
Apart from those amazing big days, we also have those small days that we've got to tackle every day. And routine is vitally important. I think in our line of work, you've got to have something to keep you going. So in just a moment, I'm going to get into a little bit of my morning routine as I start to, I suppose, reclaim my fitness and the outdoors and kind
Summer
of get
is
out there.
coming.
We got to move, girl. We got to move.
Well, we'll see you straight after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let me tell you on this Klein Vrydag, if there's one thing that I live by, it is that routine is self-care. So right now is the perfect time to get ready to tag along with Graham as he starts his morning routine with a revitalizing run along the promenade, just embracing the crisp morning air. Now it's all about those small rituals that set the tone for the day, like finding the perfect moment to pause, unwind, and savor a dipping moment with Omar Russ. Let's see how Graham crafts his morning one mindful step at a time.
I always say it's about putting one foot in front of the other. I get up ridiculously early for work and it can be a massive challenge. But this beautiful job has also taught me the value of getting up early, how much energy you can produce if you get up and have a good early morning routine. So when I'm not on the show, I hit the open spaces and I move. Well, yes, the solitary time is great. Just an opportunity to refocus. I'm not completely alone. I brought my Omar. I love the journey with Omar so far. It's taught me that there is even value in the smaller moments if you introduce the right kind of ritual again. Just take a moment, pause, and breathe it all in. And of course, if you want your treat, you've got to earn it with a little bit of movement. And I've been inspired by all the walkers and runners in this gorgeous space. Time for me to get moving. Let's go. There is something about the open spaces around us that frees us, that opens us up, that lets us kind of go into those spaces within our mind that we can't access when we are caged in, when we've got a lot of energy and activity kind of on us. Sometimes you've just got to let it go. And if you can come into a space like this that lets you do that, you'll be amazed at what you can unlock. Even just a few minutes being in surroundings like this can change your day completely. Feeling warm, feeling enthused. I think me and my Omar are ready to go for a run. Let's go. Getting out and moving, whether it's a walk, a fast walk, a slow run, a fast run, just getting out and moving at the beginning of the day doesn't take energy from you, it gives you energy. And then you have the added bonus of endorphins. It literally activates your day. It activates your body, your mind, your spirit. It energizes you. There is something about movement that is so intrinsic to being human that you have to do it. And it's amazing, if I'm not moving, if I don't give myself these spaces to be free, it starts to add up and have a massive negative effect. I am ready to tackle my day. Don't underestimate the power of an early morning routine. It's an opportunity to energize and take control of your day. And of course, don't forget to take your Omar along. She'll love it. In fact, you both will.
Oh, I love you out there, Greg.
I wish you could have heard me running down the promenade, because I took a lot of rest with me, because I'm prone to like a little break and there, as you can see. She's like, whoosh, 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 wherever I go. And I think eventually then the seagulls were following me because they could smell and see the deliciousness. What a joy. We are so lucky that our job requires us to do these, have these moments where we're forced to take cognizance of what matters to us. And it's often the little things that have the biggest impact if you can be consistent. So that's my thing. Be consistent with your rusks and dip away, my friends, dip away. And if anyone heard me coming down the promenade, please let me know. Beautiful.
Omar Rusks, the ultimate snack time treat. Dipping delicious, tasty, filling, satisfying.
I'm definitely taking some notes from Graham's part. I don't know about the backpack, but definitely some Omar Rust along the way. But listen, we've got so much coming your way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Not only are we hitting up the kitchen, but we're also shining a spotlight on some bubbling under talent. Her name is Luna Ray, and I can't wait to get to know her just a little bit more. I mean, look how fabulous she is, and I know that she sounds just as good.
I love it because she already presents like she's an international superstar, and I think she's got the chops for it. She's just waiting for the rest of the world to catch up.
Exactly.
And we'll get there. And then, of course, we're going to take on something quite interesting. It's the Marry Me Chicken Challenge. Okay, it sounds a little bit crazy, a little bit daunting. Are Car and I ready for this big step? I don't know. We've only just kind of started working together, but we'll find out. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Yes, it is a new challenge in the kitchen involving chicken. That's as much as I know. You can find out more after this. Come to me, my friend.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, everybody. It's always a good day to have a good day, and we are having ourselves a great day in studio.
Yes.
Now, just in case you might have forgotten, it is still Women's Month. And in the spirit of celebrating the achievements of women, you know, present, past, and future, we have an exciting artist with us in studio here today.
100%. I absolutely believe she is the future of music. Thank you very much. And she's only 21 years old, but she's already making waves. Her debut single dropped last week, and we're here to celebrate exactly that. Everybody, please put your hands together for Luna Ray. Luna, how are you, my babe?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Amazing, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You know, Luna, Zanele mentions that you're only 21 years old.
I am only 21.
And already you're doing some amazing things.
Right.
Thank you.
So now
Thank you.
we are interested about your journey. When did it all start for you?
It started when I was very young. I mean, a lot of people
How young
say.
is young?
I would say my first ever performance on a stage with a microphone was in Krish. I think I was about 5 years old.
What did you sing? Black Eyed Peas. What was it?
No, it was a Christmas carol. It was a Christmas carol
yeah.
celebration. So I've always loved singing. My mom has always said that when I was younger, I would wake them up because they would hear my singing voice in my bedroom. So yeah, it's been a very fun experience, and I've been performing on stage ever since.
I love that. So that means pretty much your lead role in Annie was like a long time coming. It was something
Yeah.
you were always meant to do. How did it come about? And, you know, how did it influence you and the rest of your career?
So it's actually a funny story. My mom, or my parents rather, took me every Saturday to the National Children's Theatre. And so they said to us, okay, guys, we're holding auditions for Annie. And I don't know why, but I actually didn't really want the lead role. And so when we were auditioning, I was singing softly. And then when our teacher was walking by, I'd sing even softer. And then the next week, he came up to me with an envelope and said, "Congratulations, you got Annie." And I was like, oh, yay.
Thanks, I guess.
I don't know why I didn't want it, but I'm really glad that I did. And it was such an amazing experience, especially being a black girl at the time and Annie being white. It was just,
It must be a hard knock life to be such a superstar.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
And when you got into it, was it everything that you envisaged?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely was. Yeah, it's been an experience. I have so much still to learn. And I'm just very excited for this journey.
I like that. And I mean, you've been mentioning your mom a lot, right?
I have.
And clearly this is something that runs in the family. And the reason why I'm saying this is because of your aunt, right? Who's a German R&B singer and songwriter. Did she, by any chance inspire you?
She definitely did. I think she made it more realistic for me. And she's just always supported me. And there's a lot of musicians in my family, DJs, singers, you name it. So I think also because she's quite influential, especially during apartheid times in South Africa. It's just nice seeing how she's managed to go from being an artist in South Africa to an international artist, really.
That's amazing. And because it's always so important to see what you want to be. Do you know what I mean? So having an example and also as someone who's a sounding board, I think that's incredible. But now, babes, you've gotten to the point where you're just dropping music. Your debut single came out last week, Girls Wanna Have Fun. What inspired it and what can you tell us about it?
So what usually inspires my music is definitely the beat first.
Okay.
So it was a vibrant beat. It just reminded me of going out with my friends, just celebrating my girls only. I just wanted to create a song that just celebrates womanhood and sisterhood in just a fun way. I think sometimes we tend to forget how important sisterhood is and how far it can get you in life. So I just wanted to remind all the girls and the women, especially during this month, but also just making it a bit light-hearted and playful. So that was,
Luna, you're so young and so wise. I love
thank
that.
And I'm also, curious about the sound and the reception. Like, how has the reception been, in terms of the sound?
It's been great, especially because I dropped it as an R&B song. And when you hear it, it's R&B, but it's different. That's what I intend to do is at the core of all my songs, it will remain R&B, but with a spin, an exciting spin, and no one will ever anticipate what's next, but it'll always be R&B. So very, very good and exciting responses.
We like you, and you can never go wrong with that rhythm and blues, all right? And I mean, myself and Zanella, we've been talking about how amazing you are, even though you're so young. But now, where to from here? Do you have any future endeavors?
Yeah, definitely. So I think I like to think of it in months.
Okay.
So what's up next will be a single in October and then my EP in November, which will probably be maybe 5-6 songs. And then just pushing it until the end of the year and seeing the responses. But very exciting.
Beautiful.
We like you. We like you.
Luna, you are incredible, and I'm so glad we're getting a taste of you and your talent a little bit later on. We've been excited for it. But Expresso family, this is what you can get excited for as well. The fact that Luna is not going anywhere. No, honey. She's going to be blowing you away with her talent indeed right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. For now, though, you got to stay tuned because KTZ was good.
Chemistry. Oh, man, we're just commenting on the beautiful chemistry up in Johannesburg right now, and we are here for that. In fact, is that wedding bells I hear? Not coming from Johannesburg. No, just kidding. Well, there is no actual wedding today. Okay, everyone, just put your little black books away. We are putting myself and Car together in the ultimate test with a Marry Me Chicken Challenge. We have no idea what it entails. So let's see who can create a chicken dish that is so irresistible, you'll be ready to propose after the first bite. And in fact, we're going to bring in someone who is a little bit conflicted over who of us he likes the most. And we might be able to win him over. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. We're going to have 2 minutes to create our own best cheese-centric sauce to complete the Marry Me Chicken dishes. We've got 2 of them. Our amazing Expresso foodie team have put together, and then Bass is going to come in and decide which one would make him go down on one knee. All right, so first, before we do that, can we just talk about the amazing cheeses that we're going to be using, because I think that's the secret weapon. I don't want to overboil this just yet, but let's get the tone right now. What does the Marry Me Chicken actually entail? Let's take a look. Wow, okay.
That's spinach.
It's very healthy. Nestled. All right, easy peasy. You got that. No, luckily we've taken it. Okay, well, I say we, our foodie team have taken us to number 99. Now, the most important part, I say that because we have to do it, is the seasoning. We're going to have 2 minutes to season, cheese up this beautiful dish, and then the judgiest person I know is going to come and judge us both.
All I'm saying is that Bass and I go way back, okay?
So do we, but unfortunately, it's a checkered pass, man. It's a checkered pass. Okay, so we've got 2 minutes. Are you confident? You seem pretty confident.
I'm so confident. It's chicken. How badly can this go?
All right, so we've got an array of ingredients. We'll explain as we go. Our time, our 2 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Let's go. Okay.
All right, paprika.
Paprika's great with tomato and chicken.
Okay, I'm not going to put too much. Chicken spice. I love me some chicken spice, but I suppose it's very strong, so I don't want to go kind of overboard.
I'm going to put some salt and pepper. I don't think they season this very well, or at all.
I think that's garlic powder. Yeah.
Which one is which?
We used garlic powder in just about everything that we cooked last year. You're like a mad scientist here. I'm just waiting for like a little man to appear and jump out of your dish. It looks and smells amazing already, so I don't think we're gonna...
You're gonna need much, right?
Bit of
But I'm thinking about the tomatoes and the spinach. I mean, it's a lot of vegetables, so you want to bring in some flavor.
Yeah.
You want to enhance it in many ways. I think you're supposed to taste it as you go, but to be honest, like, I'm just gonna wing this.
Okay.
Are you gonna taste
Where's
it as
this
you
attitude
go?
coming from today, man?
No, I took a couple days off, and now I'm just different,
gee whiz,
man.
No, I like it, eh? Don't hold back, girl.
Adding in
your
some
moment
dried
to
spice
shine.
as well.
Okay, and then we've got dried herbs. We've got 1 minute. We're about halfway there. Yeah, I often do like, funnily enough, a recipe that I learned on the show, one pot chicken wonder, where you introduce some crispy potato wedges, which works absolutely beautiful. Bit of dried oregano going in there
Lovely.
as well.
I was going to say, what would you serve this with, Gray?
Something, I would want something crispy. I love that. So like for me, that is for the win. Oh,
I would do like something that can absorb the sauce, like a rice.
For sure.
I think Bass likes rice, so maybe I should have sorted him out.
Okay.
Okay, I've added some thyme in here. I think thyme and meat goes quite well together.
For sure. I absolutely love
How much time is too much time?
20 seconds is the time that we have left. I'm not going to hold back on the cheese, because cheese
Oh, I forgot the cheese!
is heavenly.
the most
I should have said that
important
just to
thing.
you guys, not to her. I wish, can we have a mute mic for our fellow presenters? Oh gosh, no, we mustn't do that. I don't think I would ever talk. Okay, we're in our final 10 seconds.
2 seconds?
I'm there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, that came very quickly. Boom, done, nice. I think we did exactly the same thing. I just did it with a bit more restraint. You just, oh, there we go. She's throwing cheese in the air. All right, so I'm going to turn that off, because I think that flavor profile must be absolutely beautiful.
I think the point is to be creamy.
Okay.
And for Bass to just say, Carissa, you've been the love of my life since day one.
Do you think this is the
I'm
moment?
going to go down on one knee. I'm anticipating. I hope the cameras are ready.
But isn't that going to create conflict in your life, man?
No, my man will understand.
Wow, that hand is actually
It's empty.
there. Wow.
It's waiting.
Real estate is spare. I get that. All right, so let's bring Mr. Newman in, the judgiest man on the planet. And I say that because he's earned the right, okay? He has proven his mettle in the kitchen. In fact, few have achieved as
buttering
much
you up
as
over
he
here.
has achieved in the
taking
culinary space.
I'm taking no bribes at all. Firstly, just from the onset, I was watching you from behind the cameras.
Okay.
Did you guys taste
Did we taste?
your dishes?
I was being led by the gods of food.
I was using my olfactory senses. So can we dish you up a little bit?
Yeah,
Please
we
do.
can do.
Please do.
Presentation also matters, no? Which part of the chicken do you like? It's all the same.
Which part of the chicken?
Also, Carissa, I don't like rice.
You don't like rice? Well, good thing I didn't bring you in.
Beautiful. Look at, wow.
Okay,
Wow.
You did the same.
Well, okay. Albeit it's indistinguishable, but
Okay.
I'll
That's
add
okay.
some-
You added what to yours?
I actually went for the full spread of herbs and spices, okay? So I should have
Mixed
given you a
masala.
knife and fork. But with a bit of restraint. I didn't want to go overboard because there's a lot of strong flavors in there.
It's the cheese pull for me.
Yeah, I love the cheesiness of this vibe. And for me, like a one-pot wonder meal is a win, especially with chicken, with a chicken breast, where it's maybe not the most flavorful part of the chicken.
I love how Graham is just like...
He's thinking about where we could put that present a mute button right now. Where can I just...
Somewhere on it. Okay, so my dish, I use the chicken thigh. And it's just...
Okay.
This is starting to feel like a
Sure.
real marriage now.
Sure.
Just doctoring the
Lies.
truth just a little bit.
some spinach. I didn't add chicken spice because I wanted the hero to shine next to the other hero, the biggest hero, the cheese.
Oh, wow.
Taste her.
Hey?
I just need to do something.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, good. Hey?
Okay.
All right.
Both are quite nice. Obviously the
Oh,
same thing.
wow.
Like, let's just be honest. But
You could...
one was saltier than the other, and I think that we need to look after ourselves and not eat dishes that are too salty. So sorry, Graham.
I agree.
And Carissa, with that,
Cholesterol. It's happening.
I'm not going to go on my name.
No, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah.
Get your phone out. Someone record this quickly. Quickly, it's a moment.
Carissa's the winner.
She's gonna
it's
be
all right.
married.
I'll take... No, well, look, you
Sebastian.
are... Marriage
Carissa Newman.
material.
Yeah, that's your
Congratulations. Absolutely amazing. I think the clover
guys.
cheese made it.
Thank
Sebastian, you don't want to
you,
take the rest?
Baz.
I'm
Yeah, I
good,
made your
thank
whole,
you.
I made your whole dish, man. Take the whole thing. It's all yours. Of course, I think any dish that gets put together, whether it's in 10 minutes or over 3 hours, when you've got the right ingredients, you're winning. And Clover's natural cheese range comes in a variety of pack sizes to make it that much easier for your little household ecosystem. 400 gram, 550 or 800 gram, catering for all of the culinary needs and offering a budget-friendly cheese option as well. And when you've got kids who eat as much cheese as mine do, you need it. Now, the 400 and 800 available in Gouda, in cheddar, tussers, and white cheddar, which I'm loving. And the 550 is available in cheddar and Gouda, and that's a great one from a cost perspective. Absolutely amazing. You can head over to expressoshow.com to grab this beautiful no-fuss recipe, and you can create it yourself. We can't promise you that it's going to earn you a marriage or a proposal or even a ring, but it might be a bold first step. And I would say handle it with Carissa's unrestricted, unrestrained energy this
But not
morning.
too
Just
much salt.
square. Not too much salt. We're going to take a very quick break. When we return, we are going to continue having a whole lot of fun.
We are. Listen, we told you that Kutle went behind the scenes
Lucky
to
girl.
check out the top 10 when it comes to Miss South Africa. So we get all the deets when it comes to that, and I can't wait.
Oh, man. And then if you're ready to discover your city and you live in Tshwane and see it through a whole new light, the Run Your City series is coming to you. You better start warming up. We'll get the details after this. Okay, I better taste it, actually.
We connect more countries than any other airline. Turkish Airlines.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show on S3, and my lovely, this morning has already been so great, but let's make it greater with ABSA, okay? The Run Your City series has shown us just how beautiful our country is, from the streets of Gqeberha to the shores of Durban to even the skyline of Cape Town. It is now time for Tshwane to come through and shine, baby, because the next 10K race is there, and today we get to hear about it from Nomsa Muketi, who is the regional head of wealth from ABSA. Everybody, let's give her a feel good welcome, please. Nom Sizzle, how are you?
I am well. I'm fabulous. And how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nomsa, I'm so excited about the 10K race. I feel like it's going to be absolutely incredible. It's just a couple of days away. But I want to ask you about Your Story Matters. This is the ethos that you guys have been telling us about. It's what you're rooted in. But how does it tie in with the Run Your City series?
It absolutely ties in with the series because, you know, in our newly minted ethos of Your Story Matters, when you come through and share in the running, in the excitement, in the health that we are trying to promote for our communities, it absolutely makes you see that your story also matters. So it absolutely ties in perfectly with what we're doing with ABSA Run Your City.
I love it. And of course, you invite everyone to come and be a part of it. But what if I'm someone who's like, I'm not a runner, and I'm a little bit scared, which I'm not, Nomsa, but can I tell you, I'm actually trying to run one of these.
Okay.
Yes. But what about the people who say, I'm not a runner? What do you say to them?
This is not just for marathon runners and medal winners. This is for everyone in the community, whether you're young, whether you're old. It doesn't matter even your fitness level. You are able to come through and experience the run. It is exhilarating. It is amazing. There's a lot of people to encourage you. There's encouragement zones. So it is an amazing, amazing experience. And actually, you could even pick a friend and you go walk with a friend the entire 10 kilometers and you'd absolutely enjoy it. So this is for everybody, not just for runners.
And how can people still get involved in?
People can still get involved because you can still sign up for the running, but also there's many other ways that you can get involved. If you want to come, you know, be in the encouragement zone where you are encouraging people or you are cheering people on, you can still get involved. We also have the Team ABSA on Strava that you can join because for every kilometer that has been run on Strava, ABSA donates a rand for that. We've actually done amazing in the previous years. So that's how other ways that you can participate. Join Strava, Team ABSA, and then be able to, you know, contribute with every single kilometer you run, and not only on the day, but throughout the times that you're running.
That's incredible. And that's the thing I love about the Run Your City series is that you guys continuously show us it's not just about the run, it's also about making a little bit of a difference. And this is why on the 24th of August, you're going to be having a pre-beach cleanup. Tell us a little bit about that, please.
So yes, in every city that we go to, we actually do the pre-cleanup prior to the race. So on the 24th, we'll be doing the cleanup, you know, in Tshwane. Just this will be colleagues that come together and really clean the city because we want to make sure that we are a force for good. And that's what we stand for, being a force for good. And by cleaning up, between 8 and 10, we'll be cleaning up. And that will be our way of saying, come and join us and let us be a force for good.
I love that. And you know, you're not just cleaning up the cities, you're cleaning up our acts. Because some of us are getting fit now when I know,
absolutely,
which I like.
Yes, it's important. So we clean you up your fitness, clean up the city as well, and become a force for good for your health.
I love it. And particularly speaking of Tshwane, of course, each and every city has something that's unique to them, right? What can we expect when it comes to the Tshwane Run Your City series?
So when it comes to the Tshwane Run Your City series, throughout the week, pre the race, we will have multiple places in the malls. We will be doing activations so people can pull up and, you know, be part of those activations. On the 23rd, which is just 2 days before the race, we'll have the Puma Neutral. And then on the 24th is the cleanup, like we have mentioned. And then on the actual day of the run, you know, there'll be multiple encouragement zones. The ABSA Run Your City is always amazing. Anyone who's done it will tell you there's high five stations, you know, encouragement zones. There's people, you know, cheering you on throughout. So it is absolutely, absolutely an experience and an amazing way to spend your time.
Nomsa, it's my first time doing it. Okay. So I am like trying to bring out my inner Gerda stain.
Yes,
So what is one tip that you can please give me, just so that I can be ready in terms of going into this, especially because I want to run it, Nomsa. Do you think I can?
I think you can.
Yes.
Anyone can participate and anyone can run.
Yes.
But I would say if you've never run 10K.
I haven't.
pace yourself.
Okay.
You know, don't start there and be 100-meter sprints. It's 10 kilometers.
Yes.
It's not 100 meters.
Yes.
So pace yourself. But have somebody, have companions, have somebody that you are doing this with that's going to encourage you all throughout the way. As much as Absa is providing a lot of encouragement throughout the journey, but have somebody who will also encourage you to keep on going. And when you're tired of walking, of running, you can always walk.
I love it.
Up until you get it to the finish line.
Thank you, Nomsa. Thank you for reminding me of that, because I am being hard on myself. I'm like, I'm trying to run the whole 10Ks. But Nomsa, then I want to ask you, for you, what is your biggest memory of the Run Your City series campaign? Because I know that you've been through to almost all of them. And of course, there has to be something that sticks out for you where you're like, I love that.
So in the last 4 years that I've done Run Your City, and no, I'm not a runner, but I've done it consistently, right? So in the time that I've done Run Your City, what has stood out for me is the vibe, you know, the sea of red you see on that day. It is amazing. Like, it is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And when you see those aerial shots that have been taken of that entire sea of red, that for me always stands out as the most amazing scenery anyone can ever have, a sea of red. So that for me stands out. Of course, I do like, you know, poses at every 10 kilometers, you know.
I can see that girl with your lovely athleisure fit with heels today.
I walk and pose like, okay,
that's my girl.
to the next one.
You see, and I want to know, because of course you are expecting a lot of people. Like you said, it's a sea of red. How many people are you expecting exactly for the 25th?
For this particular race, we're expecting anything between 5,000 and 8,000.
Oh, wow.
That's what our races normally range. So we actually have thousands of people that show up. It's going to be amazing.
It's incredible. Okay, so Nomsa, I have a question to ask you then. Will you be my partner for the 10K race?
Of course. Yes, girl.
I was about to say, there's the imaginary ring. Thank you. I'm so excited.
I'll encourage you. I'll walk with you. I'll run with you. We'll do all of this together, and maybe stop and pose for a few.
I love that. Nomsa, you're speaking my language.
Exactly.
Expresso family, you know, anything that brings us together is absolutely where we want to be. So this is why you got to make sure that you are at the Tshwane Run Your City series with Absa. It is going to be incredible. And if you want any more information, all you got to do is head on over to runyourcity.com and you will be taken care of, my love. There's all the information that you need. And more than anything else, rather, forgive me, it's the runyourcityseries.com, and you can get everything you need in terms of signing up, from knowing what's going to be there, what time to be there, your number, and. It's a lot, but it's going to be so much fun. And I can tell you this much, Absa, of course, always wants you to know that your story matters. From walking to running to doing both in between. We're going to be doing it all on the 25th of August in Tshwane. And of course, there is that pre-city cleanup, which is going to be happening on the 24th. Join us, because it's going to be incredible.
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. Absa.
All the stories matter the most to us, and there's one story that's dominated the headlines. You better start warming the applause up. Miss S.A. Mia LaRue is stepping into our Joburg studios in just a moment. We're going to get the inside track on her unbelievable journey. This is quite a moment for the pageant and for this incredible human being. I'm sure Zanele is bouncing off the walls right now. But of course, we've got to get those official duties underway first. Let's get through those news and sporting headlines. Then we're back in Joburg.
Thank you so much, Gray. Yes, let's head into your 7 o'clock news. And we start off nationally. In several areas of Cape Town, record high rainfall figures were recorded in July. The Ranyazicht weather station recorded its highest rainfall since 1960, while Cape Town International Airport experienced the most rain since its establishment in 1956. The South African Weather Service noted that despite lower than average rainfall in June, multiple strong cold fronts that hit the southwestern part of the country in July led to these unprecedented figures. This variability in weather patterns underscores the importance of accurate forecasts and timely updates from the Weather Service. The National Department of Health has assured the public that there is no need for concern, despite the World Health Organization declaring the mpox outbreaks in Africa a global emergency. With cases confirmed among children and adults in over a dozen countries, the situation in South Africa is currently under control. However, Health Department spokesperson Foster Mohale cautioned that circumstances can change and urged the public to remain vigilant. And Mohale added that the department is working with various stakeholders to ensure the outbreak remains under control. Moving on to your international news, there's been an outrage on social media in Botswana following the government's request for donations to reward the country's historic Olympic gold medal-winning team. The fund is intended to honor athletes like Letsile Tebogo, who brought home Botswana's first gold medal over when he won men's 200-meter, later secured silver in the men's 4x400-meter relay. While other African countries often reward Olympic and sports champions with substantial prizes, such as houses or cash sums, Botswana's request for public contributions has drawn criticism. Ukraine says its forces are continuing their advance into Russian territory, moving forward in several directions. The Russian border region of Kursk came under a surprise attack last week, leading Russian authorities to declare a state of emergency in the area. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said that troops have also captured 100 Russian soldiers. However, Russia claims to have halted further advances. This marks Ukraine's deepest incursion into Russia since the full-scale invasion began in 2022, with conflicting claims about the amount of territory seized. And we close off the news at this hour with this feel-good story. At Ushaka SeaWorld out in Durban, a juvenile African penguin named Charlie is on a heartening journey to recovery after a suspected shark attack left him severely injured. Found in poor condition on Warner Beach, Charlie's resilience has amazed the team. Initially weighing just 1.6 kilograms, he now tips the scales at 3 kilograms, devouring up to 10 sardines a day with a hearty appetite. While his swimming has improved, his injured wing is still closely monitored. However, his story highlights a pressing concern. With only 8,000 pairs of African penguins left, urgent action is needed to protect these endangered birds from threats like oil pollution, climate change, and dwindling fish stocks. That wraps up your news for this hour. Let's check in with your sports. Here's Graham.
Thank you, Carl. Let's kick it off with the big news in football. Kylian Mbappe has made quite the memorable Real Madrid debut. He scored in a 2-0 victory over Atalanta last night to secure a record 6th UEFA Super Cup for Los Blancos in Warsaw. So after Fede Valverde opened the scoring in the 59th minute, Mbappe then sealed the win with a goal in the 68th, of course, set up by none other than Jude Bellingham. It's going to be quite a team this year. And the triumph also marked Carlo Ancelotti's 14th title as Madrid's coach, equaling a club record. And bearing in mind, this is just the start of the season. Now, speaking of which, let's throw it forward, excuse me, with the Proteas. And our white ball head coach, Rob Walter, has unveiled the 15-player squad for the T20 International Series against the West Indies in Trinidad and Tobago. So Dolphins all-rounder Jason Smith and 18-year-old Lions fast bowler Kwena Mapaka, they have earned their first national call-ups. Congrats, gents. So Smith, he impressed with his middle-order batting and some great medium pace, certainly come in handy in the short format, while Mapaka, he was a standout at the ICC Under-19 Men's World Cup and recently debuted in the IPL, the ultimate testing ground, with the Mumbai Indians. Now let's look at the Indian camp. And India has appointed former Proteas fast bowler Morne Morkel as their new bowling coach. So Morkel, who previously worked with Gautam Gambhir at Lucknow Super Giants and then followed on at Durban Super Giants, he was recommended by Gambhir to India's, who was India's head, or is India's head coach at the time. And Morkel, with 544 international wickets, he's certainly proven his worth. He replaces Paras Mambre and he'll join the team for their upcoming series against Bangladesh in September. Now, another congratulatory note as we round off with the story. Kanyisa Chawane, she has been appointed as the new captain of the Proteas netball team, taking over from the incredible Bongiam Somi, who led the team since 2016, and what an impact she's made. Netball South Africa announced the leadership change yesterday, with Carla Pretorius named as the assistant captain. Chawane, who's been a key player since 2018, she brings a lot of experience and some incredible skill to her new role, and we certainly wish her well on her new tenure. Congratulations. But that's where we leave our sports for now. The roads hopefully up and running by now, not with too many reports to bring in, but let's get the latest on the traffic front.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's have a look at your roads. Well, we start off in Pretoria and Gauteng, where there's been an accident on the N1, resulting in heavy delays towards Stormful Road. Traffic is slow moving, so do allow for some added travel time and maintain a safe following distance once you're out there. We move to KZN in Hammersdale, where there's been a truck accident west of the N3. Delays are, of course, expected, so make sure to plan your route accordingly. And ending off in Cape Town, out in Athlone, there is congestion along the N2 inbound at Jakes Gerwel. Minor delays, are expected. Wherever you're headed, be sure to drive carefully, please. That's where we wrap up your roads. Let's have a look at your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued several warnings for today regarding damaging winds and waves. An orange level 6 warning is in effect for dangerous winds and waves affecting navigation at sea between Cape Agulhas and Port Edward. A yellow level 4 warning is in place for disruptive waves impacting beachfront activities from Port Edward to Richards Bay. Additionally, a yellow level 3 warning has been issued for disruptive waves affecting small harbours and ports between Cape Agulhas and Alexander Bay. And we've come to that moment, the sunrise view of the hour. We've got to dip into Johannesburg, where Fezile got in touch with a beautiful view for this morning, encouraging us all to just have a beautiful Thursday ahead. And it feels like the weekend is finally here. And here's your reminder to continue sharing your mornings with us on 0634088863. Just after 8 o'clock, we'll delve into your morning views once again. If you're wondering how to dress for today, here's a look at your temperatures once again so you can prepare.
By a Dangi Cup start, coming up on the show, we continue our conversation with the amazing team at Radio 2000, the Big Breakfast Show. And also Kuhle meets the top 10 finalists ahead of the Miss SA finale. So all this epicness right after the break. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Beat even the most stubborn cough with tartrazine-free Expogen cough syrup, effectively relieving congestion by loosening phlegm to let you breathe more freely. Better still, 2 lucky Expresso viewers each stand the chance to win 4,000 Rand cash by answering the questions on the Expogen competition post on Expresso's social media pages, using hashtag @OTCWinter in your answer. Competition closes 16th August. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And oh, Expresso family, it's so good to be with you. You could have been anywhere else, but you said, no, I want to wake up with people who know how to have a good time. In fact, a feel-good time. And this is why Radio 2000 is still in the building.
And it's always a good day to have a good day, and that's exactly what we are doing here today. And also remember, tomorrow marks the 100th episode of the Big Breakfast Show on the fastest growing radio station in the country. Of course, that is Radio 2000. And we are still joined by this amazing trio. DJ Smooth, we have Lelo, and we have the amazing Nati.
The Rose, yes.
The Rose amongst the thorns.
Yes, please.
How do you feel about this name, Mums Giving?
I hate it.
You hate it?
I hate it. It makes me seem like such a gangster.
Yeah.
But maybe I also like that.
Okay.
You know?
So that they don't mess with you.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get
They
it.
don't see me coming. They don't know what to expect around.
Can we give like a brief background of how you got this name?
Can I tell you? I think it was from a listener. We were having a conversation. We were on the afternoon drive. It was like Glen Zero Super Drive at the time. And I think Glenn said something around, I don't know how this girl came to be on this show. And somebody said, this and literally,
So basically, she's a thief.
Yeah, she caught
And then she's got the nerve to pay the revenge on me.
Yes, I do.
She gives me a nickname, hardly like 2-3 weeks on the show.
Yeah,
she starts calling me Scoop.
Yeah.
Scoop.
Now my children have to be Teti Swad. Scoop one.
And I tell you why. And how I came about. So each morning he has this concoction that he brings into the studio. I think it's got turmeric, paprika, ginger, garlic,
Healthy stuff.
something to boost his immune system.
Yeah.
So I said,
Let's just call it what it is.
That's what I was thinking.
They were saying in 70s, Scoop was got Dr. Keshelezi.
To get the job. To get the job.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why Glenn gave her that name.
Alistair, not Glenn. Alistair.
Oh, it's Alistair. It's not
Alistair.
Glenn.
But Glenn pushed it, hey?
Glenn pushed it.
Glenn pushed it.
Now she's pushing this name. I'm seeing, I'm at garages, I'm at malls, and people, here's Scoop.
Listen, he can commercialize this.
100%. I mean, you can own it.
He can make another drink. I was also going to say, the guy with skills, you know what I mean?
All right, let's talk about, your passion for this work. Nati, let me start with you. So you've been doing this for a long time. Right?
Since I was 21 years old.
Since you were 21. We're not going to mention how old you are now.
I'm 39, darling. I'm
That's
proud.
right. Yeah.
Loud and proud.
So what drives your passion for this work?
You know, it is honestly the relationship with the listener. It's all about the listener. The minute you make it about yourself, you've completely lost the plot.
like that.
So it's that one-on-one relationship that's built over time, where a listener turns into a family member because you can't wait to hear from them each day. Do you get what I mean? That is what drives you. That is, that's where the inspiration and the passion comes from, because you want to give more of yourself because you want to impress this person, right? You want to keep them. You want them to stay with you.
Yeah.
It's the listener.
Nati, I like your work. I see how you stole that job there, hey? Because the bosses are listening and you're just like on brand. I like it.
Money, more money.
More money. Thank you very much. DJ Scoobalicious, I want to come to you.
I love it. Sanela, I love it. Stay with
A
it.
lot of people say that the entertainment industry can be very, thankless. Like it doesn't give back to you. But you're someone who continues to pour into it in so many different ways. You know, what keeps you going in terms of still wanting to pour into it, whether it's a podcast, it's radio, it's entertainment, or whatever it may be?
That's a very good question. That's how it should be, right? You shouldn't do what you do to get props, to get congratulated, to get honored. You shouldn't do the Lord's work also to get people to come back and say thank you at a later stage. Then you're disappointed. I helped you. Why didn't you? And then you're like, there's a clip of it. Where he's like,
because of
I do know the day that I pass away, people will realize the amount of work that I've done in the country. I don't have any problems with that. And I think because of the work that I've done over the years, it speaks for itself. So that's the reason why people like myself will forever be relevant in the game. Right?
I love that.
What we do speaks for itself. You can never erase it. You can never do. You don't even have to tell me or thank me. Like I already know that I do the Lord's work. And
Come on.
It speaks louder than any other thing.
Yes, Anna.
No lies detected
The
there.
truth.
No lies
Let me
detected.
mention this one. Guys, we are both live on radio and on TV. TV, we are live on SABC 3. On radio right now as we speak, we are live on Radio 2000.
Yeah.
just in
It's the big
case
bugs.
somebody is watching this for the first time and maybe you're hearing about Radio 2000 for the first time, it's 97.2 to 100 FM nationwide. Nationwide, all right?
And when is your show?
So, no, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this another time. Let's get to you, Lelo. I
Yeah.
mean, you are more than just a sports guy.
Yes.
You know, so with you, there's that intersection between sports, culture, and there's also social issues as well. So
Yes.
how do you find that intersection?
Well, the thing about it is this. I'm interested in quite a variety of things.
Yeah.
I love sport. I've got a lot of passion for sports. I even have got colors as well. I've got provincial colors. So I'm not just a sportsman. I'm actually a sportsman. And also with that, I also have worked at the Constitutional Hill.
Yeah.
So social issues, the Constitution and all of that, I'm also interested with that as well. And then, of course, something that a lot of people actually didn't expect, I've got a lot of love for music. And also I did the show, The Pulse.
The
and I
Pulse,
know
yeah.
how to DJ as well. So
My
it's
man.
all of those things. So it's a variety of things that I've been interested in and I've been doing for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's not just radio for me. It's just a whole lot of things that, because I feel that in this life, you got more than one calling. True. When you got like one calling and you really excel in it, God gives you more callings and more things. And then also, when it comes to those things, you need to exercise them and then more blessings do come.
Oh.
It's just one
Amen,
of those
Pastor
things.
Lelo.
Come on.
Amen.
Hey,
Thank
somebody
you.
say hallelujah.
Hallelujah, sana. Guys, you are absolutely incredible and we're so happy for you. Congratulations again for the 100th episode tomorrow. But before you go, we want you to please inspire the nation, right?
Yeah.
You each get like 30 seconds. We're just looking for advice to any young broadcasters out there who possibly one day want to be giants like you in the industry. What would you say to them? Nati, let's start with you.
Authenticity would be my piece of advice. Don't try to emulate, don't try to imitate, don't try to duplicate. Be yourself.
Yes.
Trust yourself, trust your journey, but honor yourself and honor your journey and just be authentic.
Come on, Lilo.
Beautiful.
There is no right time to start anything.
Yeah.
Start now.
Yeah.
Ezinye zokuthola phambili. There's no right time to start anything. There is no right time.
Yeah.
Just do what you have to do, what you want to do, and what you feel that you should do. Do it now.
Scooby.
Scoop. You know, as much as they say there's no such a thing as overnight success, when you work so hard, my advice to people is ukuvuka komuntu into encane. Hardly 2 months ago, I met incredible young ladies, ordinary young ladies from all different parts of South Africa. You know, who were involved with sponsoring of the Miss SA, as you would know.
Yeah.
Ordinary girls wanting to become Miss SA, participating in the competition, what their dreams are. And it was so incredible to see them who they were then, 2 months ago,
Yeah.
and to see what Mia Leroux is becoming today. The other day ngimbone asibonisa her new apartment. Ukuvuka komuntu into encane. You could be working hard for a long time and thinking ukuthi ngathi uNkulunkulu ukhohliwe, but when that breakthrough happens, the person we saw a month ago would definitely be a different person a month later.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Oh, everybody, let's give them a round of applause for 100 episodes.
Big breakfast show, everybody.
Come on. And you can catch them 6 to 9 a.m. Monday to Friday on Radio 2000. What frequency did you give us, my brother?
97.2 to 100 FM nationwide and even worldwide. www.radio2000.co.za.
I love it, darling. International. Speaking of absolutely amazing times, yes, we've had a great time here in Johannesburg, but we also know in Cape TZ they continue. Hello, beautiful family.
What's up?
Can we just say how gorgeous the two of them look, actually? Okay, I know we're having like a little Joburg, Cape Town off here, all right? You guys might be winning. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank God I got a Carissa, okay, in my corner. We're going to be okay. But
Bringing up the group average.
Thankfully, raising the average, as we always say. But I love the focus and the zone that we're in right now because I've gotten to work within the pageantry space with Miss SA. It is a platform for empowerment and growth. That's it. It's not a beauty pageant. I'm sorry. It falls horribly short when you try and describe a machine like that. And of course, it reflects the bigger picture, but also the individual beauty.
Yeah, and I love to see it because true beauty really is a blend of self-confidence and also authenticity, 100%. One of my favorite things, and to the right tools to enhance your natural elegance. These are the qualities seen at this year's Miss South Africa's pageant. And our girl Kutle was lucky enough to attend this year's ceremony and had the opportunity to meet our top 10 contestants ahead of the live show. Great, I can't wait to see what went down.
Too soon, man. It's too soon. The nerves. Hold.
Miss Miss South Africa is more than a beauty pageant. It's a leadership platform dedicated to transforming young, ambitious women into future leaders and brand ambassadors of our beautiful country. Today, we are in Mainland as we prepare to crown our next Miss South Africa.
Guys, my roomie and I are doing our final rehearsal together.
I think what South Africa can expect is really a journey. We're taking them on a journey. This whole Crown Chasers experience and the whole of Miss South Africa has been this journey of from the shadows into the light, because we realize that we're taking these young women and no one knows their name, no one knows their faces. However, we are putting them onto this platform and the whole world will know their names, and we are so proud to showcase South African women. We decided to go with the theory of bigger is better, and you will see that reflected. We have the most incredible lineup of designers. We have Khatuan Kutsia, we have Malondi, we have AFI joining us this year. We have La Jaqueta also, and then we are going to end off with a cherry on top of the cake with a Nau Buerta evening gown.
Now, Londega, Miss South Africa finale is fast approaching. Can you please tell us more about what we can expect to see on the stage?
Drama. Resort, excitement, color. You know, I'm so excited because we're gonna take you from your seat to an island in Maldives, to an island in Mauritius. That's my plan. So what I just wanted to do with this collection is to officially launch Malondi Summer.
How do you believe, you know, when it comes to the appearance and dressing and showing up on that stage empowers women, and the importance of presenting yourself in such a way that the world can receive you?
You know what's important when it comes to clothing, basically fashion, it's the woman who's wearing it. So that kimono is not going to do anything for the contestants if they don't have the power. So you have to carry that garment with so much power and greatness, and then it will be an amazing garment.
True beauty is a blend of self-confidence, authenticity, and the right tools to enhance your natural grace. Let's go meet our Miss South Africa finalists. Mamma mia, I'm pretty sure you get that all the time, right?
No, 100%. I get that all the time. Yeah, I just go back. Here we go again.
Here we go again, right? We can't wait to see you in action now. Finally, right? You have been working tirelessly for the past couple of weeks leading up to this moment. How would you say this experience has inspired you to live to your fullest potential?
This experience has taught me a lot about myself. It has taught me what hard work truly can be and what it truly is. We think we work so hard, but when you're actually pushed to your actual limit, you realize you can do so much more. And it has taught me so much about myself in that aspect, that I am capable of so much more.
I think the experience of Miss South Africa, I can say, has genuinely changed my life. And I'm not saying that as a cliche. I think the person I came in is I came in very unsettled, unsure, but now as I'm standing here as part of the top 10 for Miss South Africa, I can fully say that I love who I am, and I'm so grateful that this experience allowed me to embrace that girl and to share her with the rest of the country, and I can't wait for them to see me in my element.
You have been working so hard and tirelessly for the past couple of weeks. The final moments are fast approaching. How would you say this experience in its entirety has inspired you to live up to your full potential?
Definitely, this experience has inspired me to live up to my fullest potential, because I think Miss South Africa is a platform that stretches you out. I think it's a platform that makes you see parts of yourself that you've never seen before. So definitely would be that.
This year marked my final year studying my degree in medicine, and as much as I was reaching the final stretch in my studies, it was a time where I realized that I wanted to touch so many more lives. I know I can make a difference in medicine, but I know I can make an exponentially incredible difference with Miss SA. So it was just the perfect time for me.
This experience has really allowed me to be my authentic self. And I know it's always an easy word to say, but has quite a few paradoxes. So for me, it really meant being true to my story and opening up to South Africa and being vulnerable, which is not the easiest thing to do. So reflecting back, I'm like, wow, like spending time with those women and learning so much from them and them opening up and sharing their story has given me so much strength. And I'm also just grateful because I'm coming back for the third time. And that's quite a big deal to be given an opportunity to have this again. Is something that I'm really honored to have.
Words of encouragement that I would give to any woman or young women is to be courageous, to never give up on your dreams, and don't let anybody tell you that your dreams are too big. I mean, I'm a mother of two, I'm 29 years old. Who would have thought that I would be, in the Miss South Africa stage, right? So dream big. Don't be afraid. Go after your dreams. Don't let your age, motherhood, your marital status stop you from pursuing your dreams, because you are not defined by that.
The words of encouragement that I would like to give to young women in South Africa, women who look up to me, is really this path is not an easy one. It's one that requires you to believe in yourself, to have that self-confidence, to say, I am with everything in life and I can do what I set my mind to. So for me, especially if you've been watching Crown Chasers, you'll realize that this wasn't one of the easiest journeys. It has been a challenging one. But because I didn't give up, because I know there's an ultimate prize, I needed to put my head in the game and say, I have what it takes to become Miss South Africa, and this is exactly what it is, and so can you.
Each and every single one of us who stood and applied for Miss South Africa applied with self-doubts, insecurities, and a lot of adversities that we had to overcome in our life and still continue to do so. Do not let that deter you from following your dreams. We never let that deter us, even though it seemed like it was so far up and so unreachable. Look at us now. So anything you can dream, you can truly achieve with hard work, determination, and just going for it.
Growing up in a vulnerable space, I've always wanted to empower myself, and education was the tool. And I think that it's so important that every other young girl, just like me, has the opportunity, and I am here to ignite that little spark in each of them.
Una, first of all, you are looking absolutely stunning. How are you feeling?
Shoot, I feel nervous, but I'm actually very excited. We worked so hard to get to this moment, and I think I'm very prepared.
Yeah. And what words of encouragement do you have for young women who also want to enter Miss South Africa?
Oh, I'd like to say to young women, take the step of faith. I think that if you do that, the Lord will lead your way, and just be courageous and follow your dreams.
And of course, that gorgeous crown found its way to the gorgeous head of Mia Lebrou, our new Miss SA, and we cannot wait to meet her. Wow.
Absolutely, my goodness. And listen, speaking about Mia, as we know, she has a broken history in South Africa for being the first hearing impaired Miss South Africa. And we've got someone incredible that's joining us in studio. Lesego Science is going to come through and, of course, show us the ways when it comes to sign language. Look at her. We're going to cover all things to do with the red carpet looks.
Yes, and she looks red carpet ready today. We're going to get a camera on the boots. Just stick around just to see Lesego's boots this morning. I don't know how they're racing to try and get a shot now, but speaking of which, there we go.
Oh,
that echoes the red carpet, baby. And of course, Kutle is going to take us back to the red carpet to take us through some of those memorable looks, because it is quite a platform. And then you're going to get a bit judgy yourself.
I mean, just a little bit, you know. We're going to look at the top looks of the red carpet from our perspective. But don't worry, 10 out of 10s all around. We'll see you after this.
The night we've all been waiting for is finally here. I'm on the red carpet about to meet with the guests at this year's Miss South Africa finale. We have seen our finalists tirelessly working hard and following their journey on crown chasers. Namhlanje will
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Right, I'm going to steal this moment because I want to speak to you. I want you to feel this right now, and you as well at home. Face your power, embrace your future. I like the sound of that. Every year, the Miss SA pageant certainly stands out as a massive highlight on the social calendar.
Absolutely, and it is an evening filled with glitz and my favorite glam. And this year was absolutely no exception because Kutle was there for all the red carpet action ahead of the grand finale of Miss South Africa.
The night we've all been waiting for is finally here. I'm on the red carpet about to meet with the guests at this year's Miss South Africa finale. We have seen our finalists tirelessly working hard and following their journey on crown chasers. Namhlanje will determine who will be wearing the crown next. He doesn't need any introduction. Here. Tonight you are dressing the ladies. Walk us through what we can expect on the stage.
I am super excited. Last year I did the final looks, but this year I'm starting the show right with all the ladies in Kutsia. It's really exciting because I was inspired by all the fauna and flora of South Africa. And then I mixed a lot of technology into the look. So you can expect 3D printed pieces, you can expect laser cutting, all digital printed fabric. I think we used over 300 meters of silk chiffon in the opening number. So I've brought my A game and I can't wait for the viewers at home to see it.
I'm dressed by myself and Alberta Couture. We are also, well, I say we because it's not just me, it's my whole team. We're dressing the girls for the final scene this evening. I am most looking forward to the energy the girls are going to project onto the crowd. It's been a build-up of excitement for many, many weeks, many late nights for us, and now we're going to be able to reap the fruits and see all our hard work sparkle on the stage.
First of all, you are looking absolutely hot. Walk us through this look.
Kutsia, no other. I mean, this corset has got me cinched. Let's be honest here for a second. But more importantly, it makes me feel like a boss and in the most beautiful way. And that's what I said to Gert, like the vision is, make me look beautiful, make me feel my best. And I think he did.
No, he 100% did. You are looking snatched. You have a diverse group of finalists. What would you say you are most looking for in a Miss South Africa?
Somebody who is willing and ready to take this crown for the people and showcase what difference they're going to make and make that difference actually.
We may be be dancing, Natasha, but it is a big night for you, right? You're about to hand over the crown to the new Miss South Africa. How are you feeling?
Well, if I can remember correctly, my very first morning as Miss SA was our interview. 100%. And I wore this color. I wore this color, right? This is full year. That just shows. Yeah. I feel like everyone actually asks how am I feeling, and I'm like, I am super emotional. It's been the best year of my life.
AFI has partnered with young designers for this evening's look. Why was it so important to give young designers this platform?
Well, it is critical because this level of platform, that only increases their abilities to really perfect their craft and their profession. It's much different just to sketch on a notepad and to make some samples. But at AFI, we believe that the young creative designers here, in my humble opinion, I believe they're the best in the continent in South Africa. But for us to give them this level of exposure and experience, it's only going to elevate their craft so much more by doing this. And that is what we stand for at AFI.
I think Miss SA has always been kind of that aspirational element, and it's so funny because we always speak about making sure that young ladies, young men have something they can strive for, because that really makes you step outside of your comfort zone, and you don't get much bigger than Miss SA. It's got all of the accolades, it's got all of the incredible sisterhood, like that big name is something that all of us can aspire to, whether we're male or female.
This outfit is my ode to pageantry. It is pageant at the bottom. This represents a sash, and the jacket is for executive producer. So that is the inspiration, and the garment was made by Simply T. Thank you, Tina. Today's is literally my last fitting.
No, she absolutely nailed it. Miss South Africa gets bigger and better every year. Walk us through what we can expect from tonight's spectacle.
First of all, 10 amazing finalists. One of them could take the crown. We have Lebo Mashile, who has written a poem specifically for our finalists and for women of South Africa. And then we have Jessie Clegg. We have Kamumbela. It is a crazy lineup, and the beautiful Zoe Mudicha. And of course, the host, Bonang.
Having sign language on Miss South Africa for the first time, when South African Sign Language has just been an official language in South Africa, it's a big deal.
Miss South Africa 2022, Ndavi, looking all so beautiful.
You are too kind. Look at you.
We are here for the Miss South Africa finale. As Miss South Africa 2022, someone who's won this crown before, what advice do you have for the next Miss South Africa?
You know, to the next Miss South Africa, I would say own your crown. You know, don't try to be Ndabi, don't try to be Zozi, don't try to be, you know, Jamie Lee. You've earned this. You've worked so hard. You had your why, so make the crown your own.
So I am dressed by Helen of Troy. Troy is fabulous. He's been my stylist for years. And this year I said to him, listen, Troy, I don't want a red carpet dress. I don't want anything super fancy. I want to boss it up, you know? And we went with this beautiful trench dress, exaggerated shoulders. I mean, I was like, I want to feel like I just walked out of the boardroom.
Tonight, I mean, we've seen the girls the past 5 weeks on screen. And so I think it's about who's going to be brave enough to really go for it, show up for themselves. It's going to be an exciting show, full of performance. It's jam-packed. It's really a beautiful show. Bonang is going to be amazing. We're really excited. We're really very excited.
South Africa, a new queen to represent us all. Brand new Miss South Africa 2024 is Mia!
So some of the dreams I want to achieve, first of all, was becoming Miss South Africa, and I have achieved it, but my next dream is to help create a society that is more inclusive, because that is really why I'm here. That is my why, is to stand up for other people like me. And my biggest inspiration, I would have to say, for me growing up, was actually Bethany Hamilton. She was a surfer that lost her arm, and growing up and seeing how she overcome it was very inspirational to me.
What an incredible evening it has been, crowning our new Miss South Africa 2024, Mia LaRue. It truly is incredible to see platforms like Miss South Africa transform the lives of young, ambitious women to becoming leaders and brand ambassadors of our beautiful country. To our new Miss South Africa 2024, Mia, Zanti absolutely loves and adores you, and we believe and trust that you will make a difference.
Beautiful stuff. Mia LaRue. It's all about overcoming those things and boxes that people put you in and then saying, I am much more than that.
Leave
so
the labels
congratulations.
behind.
Can we please do it?
Congratulations,
It's a beautiful queen.
And she is, hey?
She's stunning.
So lest we forget, we've got Lesego here and the boots. The boots kind of steal the
Hey
show
man,
just
they're
a little
stealing
bit,
the
girl.
shine. They can have their moment. It's okay. I
They
can
deserve
look in the
it.
part. So
No, you really did, Queen. And thank you so much for being here. And to our king, thank you so much, Gray, for
Lucky
sticking
man
around. Well, at the beginning of this week, we reviewed some amazing red carpet looks from Miss South Africa. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 looks that definitely stole the show and stood out for us anyway. And how can we get into this but by starting with Bonang Matseba, the queen herself. Now, she had different looks, right? She had 5 different looks, but I'm going to focus on look 1 in particular because the structure of this dress is chef's kiss. It is just beautiful. I mentioned earlier that she did focus on Nigerian designers, and there's a black woman, and her designer name is Vicky James, and absolutely stunning piece that she put together. The beadwork on that, the structure on it, like, could it get any better? I'm not so sure. And Vicky's a Nigerian entrepreneur, gospel singer, and of course designer. And she just worked so well with our queen, Bonang.
I love that. And there's a fashion hotbed in Nigeria. You've kind of got these Central African, you've got West African hotbeds, but I love 2 places for me. Ghana and Nigeria are going to lead the world in the fashion stakes on the gents side. Very much so, but clearly with the women as well. Exquisite.
Can you imagine yourself in that?
I cannot. I need that frame, first of all.
Girl, you got it framed.
Made for Queen Bee, but I love that she used a female designer because after all, it is Women's Month.
Exactly.
So that's just amazing.
Yes.
And let's do it right, like so. There we go.
And at a show like Miss South Africa, it only made sense. Well, let's move on to yet another queen, one of the judges from this year's Miss South Africa, Leandi Durand, looking absolutely stunning. Now, she's a motivational speaker, an actress and a presenter, and she just came looking the part exactly. Look at her.
She is gorgeous, and she's such a tomboy. I've known her for a number of years, and she will get stuck in. She's like, no airs and graces. She just don't care. I love her for that. She is so humble and down to earth.
Yes.
To see her like that is amazing, girl.
And she's also
beautiful.
she's also having fun in that dress. Eh? Like, it's so flowy. And also the structures. You know, I love her pony because you can see her strong bone structures.
The
so
geometry,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, there we go.
And it doesn't take away from the dress as well. I'm glad they
Exactly.
lifted the hair so we can see your beautiful face, Leandi. You looked so, so incredible. Let's move on to Margot Fargo, one of my friends, looking so stunning. Now, she's an entrepreneur of a coffee company, a coffee grind company anyway, and also just a model and absolutely killed this look. Isn't she stunning? I mean, it's something a little bit different, a gown, but with a pattern that we're kind of familiar with in South Africa, but just taking it to new levels.
And she kind of brought on the new season for us. It kind of felt like she was saying, okay, we're ready to end winter and bring in a bit of that energy. I love it.
Yeah.
Bright colours,
Ooh, the
nice
blue.
balance, beautiful, man.
Come on. What do you think of it?
I think it's absolutely gorgeous. You say she's a model, and we're talking about models today. So I'm going to show you the sign for model. You know?
Show us.
Model. It's cutesy, eh?
I like that.
And I think you've got to kind of feel it as you say it
you
as
know.
well, yeah?
Model face.
I'm down for that. Love it.
Well, keeping in the stream of these right here, Bryony Gavender is another woman that we have to shine a spotlight on. Miss Supernatural 2024. Look at that. I don't want to look at the body. Like, I didn't want to say it and objectify, but girl, I know you worked hard for that body, and the way that dress is just fitting and falling on you looks absolutely stunning.
I suppose in that case, less is more.
Yes.
When you can, when you have that luxury, go for it, girl. But she's
It's like raindrops just flowing down her body.
I like that. That's a great description for what that is. And we could not have ended this off without bringing in our very own queen of your feel-good breakfast show, that great graced that red carpet looking like the absolute superstar she is, Zanele Patelwa. Pew, pew, pew. Look at her. She understood the assignment entirely.
All of 9 foot tall as well. I would have loved to have seen the heels, but that is detail on another level. That is gorgeous.
Beautiful. And sometimes they say steer away from black because you can kind of fade into the background, but I know Zanele said not today because I am going to shine brighter than a diamond and bringing in the texture of the black along with all of the bead details, the diamante. I mean, you are shining like the stars.
I love the fact that the diamante, that the glam is back. Yes. I know we've had a couple of years of kind of dialing it back and being a bit more frugal, let's say, because all of us have been broke. But they don't have to be real diamonds. They can be Swarovski or generic, but we want the sparkle. No, I love it. I'm all about that because there's so much resource put into creating these moments. We need it. I love it.
Stunning. One word. Yes.
Yeah. Queen.
Yeah, it also just embraces her personality that we see every morning, just sparkling so bright. So Zanele, you looked gorgeous, girl. 10 out of 10 from the crew. Yes, we congratulate you.
Someone is very lucky then this morning, Mr. Amy Costa. Buddy, you are sitting in the pound seat today, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Graham. Thank you, Carissa. Thank you to the whole team in Cape Town. Kyaleboga Nyabonga, Inkomu Swinene, Ndoribuanga Manda, Baya Danki. So, what's coming up on the show? Well, Zanele is going to have a chat with the newly crowned Miss SA, who's amazing. Mia Leroux is here at our Joburg studios. And also, we have a recipe of umlekwa with Kanyisile Mbude Williams. And all of a sudden, I'm hungry. All right. We'll get into it after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We've been having the most stunning morning here on S3, and my lovely, it just got even more stunning because we've got Miss SA in the building, okay? I am talking about the queen who broke barriers and where on the 10th of August we witnessed absolute history being made, where our very first hearing impaired Miss SA was named Mia Leroux. She's taken the crown, she's standing tall, and from being a young little baby whose life absolutely changed when her community rallied and raised funds so that she could get a cochlear implant operation to where she is now. We're We're about to learn more about the queen that we love, the queen who's going to be representing us on international stages, and our head girl of the country. Everybody, Mia LaRue!
Thank you so much for that sweet introduction.
It is true, my Mia. Are you good?
No, I'm amazing. How are you doing?
Amazing, amazing. Mia, how has everything been going? There's been so many interviews and everything.
Ooh, there's been a lot of interviews, but I think it has been wonderful, and I've been enjoying all of them.
Yeah.
And everyone is so kind and willing to learn.
Yes.
And like embracing the education and the awareness surrounding all of it. So I'm very grateful.
I love it. Mia, I want us to start from the beginning, because obviously that's where anyone's story, starts in terms of where they are now.
Yes.
Did you ever see this for yourself? Was this what you were dreaming of when you were a little girl?
When I was a little girl, I did not believe that someone like me can become a Miss South Africa.
Yes.
Because when you are born with or you have a hearing disability, there is so much stress and doubt and fear about, can you be independent? Are you capable of having this future? And all of that. And that is what I was surrounded by.
Yes.
But as the years passed by and I saw that Miss South Africa is becoming more inclusive in terms of who they crown, I was like, okay, maybe I stand a chance.
Yeah.
And then I just decided to take that step, because I also know I'm not doing it just for myself. I'm doing it for so many others who have the same fears and the same doubts and the same challenges. And now here I am.
Yeah, you are, girl. I was going to say, you didn't just stand a chance. You were coming for the crown, which you have now. Yes.
Yeah, I was.
Yes. And I want to obviously ask you about, just in terms of the journey, because like you said, you started to see that things were opening up a little bit more, which is what we want in this world.
Yes.
But what was the age for you where you realized that you will succeed no matter what your circumstance?
That is a difficult question to answer, because there are moments where you are like, I will succeed no matter what.
Yes.
And then there is a hard moment. Like life goes up and down.
Yeah.
It's not always like a sudden moment where you're like, I can do this. And I think as you go through life, you go in your confidence, and sometimes you get knocked down a bit, but then you build yourself back up. But I think this journey has really even shown and surprised me in how capable I am.
Yeah, girl, you're more than capable, okay? You're about to go and be on international stages, which I think we're also proud of, that it's going to be you representing us.
Yes.
But let's talk about this. You had your very first pageant that now led you to this. What was that first pageant that you entered, and what made you decide to actually be like, okay, I want to go and do this?
So my first pageant that I entered was Miss Tracy at my high school.
Aww.
Yeah.
How old were you?
No, I was 18.
Oh, okay. That's so cute. Yes.
Yes, no, it was only open to the matrics. And for me, when I entered, I did have this dream of Miss South Africa, but it was like a pipe dream. It wasn't a realistic dream. It was just one of those things that make you smile, but you don't really ponder about it seriously and what it could mean. And then as I grew up and became more experienced and experienced life a bit more, I became more aware of what it could mean.
Sure.
So you go through life.
That's beautiful. And especially knowing that, you decided I'm going in not just for myself, but for everybody else who's possibly like me, which is amazing. But let's talk about this. You are obviously Mia LaRue, our Miss South Africa now, but there was a Mia LaRue before Miss South Africa who's with us even right now.
Yes.
What are your qualifications, and what was Mia LaRue doing before Miss SA?
So Mia LaRue, before Miss South Africa, I was doing marketing management for a startup company where I had to wear many different hats because it's a very small business, and I had to do scientific experiments to help with product development.
Oh, wow.
It was very exciting, like help develop face masks, help develop agricultural products.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it's currently all undergoing trials. So it's very exciting what can come from that. And then I was also studying marketing management, but I decided to put that on hold for the year of South Africa.
Yeah.
Because I want to grab the year with both hands and build a beautiful foundation for the rest of my life. And I also have a qualification or a certificate in nutrition from the Sports Science Institute of South Africa, and a diploma as an exercise specialist
from ETA College, and I was the top student.
Oh,
so,
come
yeah,
on!
that was
So
very
you're
nice.
used to being at the top. You're used to just being there.
I don't know how to put it. Like, I know how hard I work, but even when you do well, there is always still a bit of doubt. And you know what I mean? I'm just a human being, but I try my best.
You are an incredible human being. That is an example of what it means to keep trying.
Yes.
Like you say, where you just need to give your best. And can I
Yes.
actually tell you about a moment, Mia, when we were walking the red carpet going to go and watch you guys?
Yes.
I remember they asked me on the red carpet, and they were like, what do you want to see from Miss SA? And I used the word, I want to see just like a Miss SA that brings more inclusivity. And at the time, I didn't know.
You didn't even know.
I didn't know what I was saying, but I was just like, and I was like, no, all of our Miss SAs have brought inclusivity, but I want someone who's going to bring something different. And literally, that is who you are, bringing that inclusivity. And I think that it is so beautiful that you're allowing so many people, whether it is them being differently abled or just, you know, someone who's ever felt marginalized rather, you are allowing people to feel inclusive just by you taking the title, which I think is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. That's very special.
Yeah, you are special.
So are you.
Oh, Miss SA said I'm special. Oh my goodness. But Mia, this is such a beautiful journey that's about to be, because of course you're somebody who genuinely has such big things and big plans. So we're going to find out about those in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Mia LaRue is not going anywhere, South Africa, because our queen is actually still going to be with us rather for a little bit more. So don't you dare switch the dial. Don't you dare take a break. We want you to stick around with us because there's still so much more right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. For now, though, Cape TZ, what's good?
We are so excited just considering the fact that we have Miss South Africa in the building. And of course, we got to touch on that in particular because isn't she just leading with what South Africa's or should be about anyway?
Oh,
Empathy,
completely.
Compassion, inclusivity.
Fortitude, the bravery to take that opportunity. So obviously with Mia LaRue making history as South Africa's, as she likes to describe herself, first hearing impaired Miss SA. We wanted to find out how you've been inspired by that and how you think we can all work towards a more inclusive and diverse society. If we can make a massive statement just in this one moment, how else can we do that in our individual capacity? So let's see how you have been inspired this morning. Let's take a look at what's hit on the social streets this morning. We've had a couple of people weighing in, so thank you so much for that. I think with me, it kind of starts with small moments. I think we often take a step back when we look at trying to change the bigger picture. You might think, I don't own a beauty pageant, so how can I make such a big statement?
Exactly.
In your everyday, just small movements, the way you interact, maybe the way that you speak to people and address someone who is hard of hearing, it can make all the difference. I absolutely love that. Lesego, you are a scene stealer. I absolutely love you. You are so cool. Now,
These
but
boots are
you
made
add
for
light
walking.
and shade to a conversation that we absolutely desperately need. So thank you so much for being here today. We love you, girl. Absolutely love you.
having me. Of course. Well, we had a couple of people get in touch across our social media, which we'll delve into in just a little bit.
Oh, there we go, coming up. So thank you so much to Tabang, who weighed in saying, good morning, Expresso Show. Congratulations to Miss SA. I'm so proud of her. She's not afraid to try what she wants to in life. Strong woman, I like her. Absolutely love that. Prissy saying, good morning, Expresso family. It's opened doors for young girls with disabilities, boosting their confidence, their self-esteem. There is hope for young girls to dream big. The Miss SA pageant has come a long way with rules changing. All the best to Mia. Lesego, can I put this to you?
Sure.
Because you know, and you've already helped to guide us quite a lot. And maybe for me, it starts with asking a person who is hard of hearing how to address them, what they would choose. Look them in the eye when you talk to them. Don't look at the interpreter.
Yes.
But could you give us some advice in the space?
You touched on something very important there, because often when I'm interpreting for a deaf person, somebody will ask me, how are they doing? As if they're a little baby. And I'm like, talk to them, they're an adult. Also, what tends to happen is disabilities make us feel uncomfortable, which can be okay because it's not something that we
project
used to.
that
We
then,
project, right? So what happens is then we isolate, we walk away. Somebody shows you that, oh, I can't hear what you're saying. You're like, oh,
Never
not
mind.
trying to
Yeah.
communicate. We are a people that always communicate with each other, right? So if somebody comes to you and says, I'm deaf, whip out your phone, text her,
For
you know, just say, and they'll look at what you're saying and they'll text back.
Boom.
Mime, do things.
Yes.
Sign language is about, you know, moving your body and all that. So instead of just isolating, segregating, marginalizing, communicate. Try at least.
And even if it's just applauding people everywhere you go, because life is so amazing. I love you. Thank you for making this part of the conversation so accessible.
This is I love you.
I love
you.
And you as well.
Yes.
We're going to continue on that inspirational trend. Yes, Miss SA is in the building and she's not going anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for spending your Thursday morning with us. Now, we know cold weather has a way of making us long for comfort and also hearty meals, from our childhood in particular. And over the past few months, Woolies has introduced nostalgic local dishes and flavors that we all grew up absolutely loving. And today in the kitchen, Kanyisile Mbude Williams from Woolworths is here to introduce their latest offering, umleqwa, known for its tougher texture, but just as delicious as chicken that we know and love. Kanye, let's get straight into this, because I've been keeping my eye on Woolies, and every other week I'm like, oh, you know what, it started with the amaguinya, and I was like, okay, we can only go up from here, right?
Yes.
So tell us more about this introduction.
So Woolies is providing the ultimate convenience, and this was considered with the customer in mind. So the team, the amazing team, has partnered with an exclusive supplier. And as you know, umleqwa takes a very long time to cook. But now, this umleqwa is ready in 20 minutes.
Wow.
So how they achieve this is by slow cooking it for 6 hours, and just adding some chicken broth, salt, and pepper, and it's been slowly cooked. Because you know, umleqwa's got its own flavor, so you don't need to add a lot to it, and it's literally how your mom or ugogo or whoever is crucial in your upbringing had prepared it for you.
Now, I absolutely am here for it, and I'm loving it, but there might be some people going, Carissa, what are you talking about? Can you please explain? And we need to get into what this is. So some people say it's the free-range chicken before there was free-range chicken, okay? Or hard-body chicken. So what exactly is umleqwa?
So umleqwa, or hard-body chicken, is a chicken that is tougher than a chicken that you'd find at a retailer, because it is older, and therefore it does require for you to cook it for a bit more longer, right? But what Woolies has done here is provide you the ultimate convenience, because it's saving you time and saving you money. You know, electricity is so expensive, right? So now all you need to do is just go to the select Woolies stores, grab a pack, and whilst you're preparing your veg and your starch, you can have this ready in 20 minutes. So umleqwa has got its own distinct savory flavor, and it's absolutely so beautiful because it's got bones, it's got skin, and that's what contributes to the beautiful flavor it has.
I love that. And it tastes like home, it tastes like nostalgia.
Tastes like home.
What would you pair this with in particular? Like, what's your favorite pairing?
Okay, so diversity is very important. You can do it with pap. sampan beans, umngqusho, isonga samanzi, which is idombolo. Also any roasted veg that you'd like, or even any braised veg, be it cabbage, spinach, butternut. It's all to your preference and how in your home, you know, you would have done it growing up.
Absolutely. And I love that it's catering to everybody, every South African where they're at. What's your favorite part to eat though?
So my favorite part has to be the thigh.
Okay.
This is because the thigh is located next to a lot of bones. So as I'd mentioned, you know, the bones is where all the flavors are at. And with the thigh, you're guaranteed to get a piece of skin, which is also very crucial to that. So I think now that I'm an adult, I can say the thigh. As a kid, it was a drumstick or the wing, but now as an adult, it's definitely the thigh.
The palate's matured and we say thighs for us. Well, how do we start making this? Let's get straight into it.
Okay, let's jump straight into it. So, like I mentioned, this can be ready in 20 minutes. So you can either do it in the oven or you do it stovetop. So what we will do today is do stovetop. I did previously prepare one in the oven quickly for us. So I'll show you guys how to portion, and then we'll serve with sampan beans.
Okay, can you please go ahead? I absolutely love that. And I love that there's a big focus on tradition. I think even as we move into the modern era and the global era as South Africa, it is so good for us to just embrace moments that we know this makes us distinctly South African, right? And also that more people are now accessing flavors that maybe some of us didn't growing up.
100%, and that's the thing about food, you know, you're able to learn so much more about other people through the food that they love, you know, and the food that they grew up eating. And once again, you know, in this pack there is broth, which is umhluzi, which has all the flavors you need for umleqwa, which then at the end I'll show you how you can dish it up on your sampan beans.
Beautiful. I mean, it's already looking so tasty and delicious. I can't wait to see what Kanye's got prepared for us. I see we've got a little bit of stock as well, some seasoning, not too much going on because we want to let the hero shine.
Exactly. So what you'll do is I'm going to show you how to portion this, and then I'll ask you to please just braise my onion for me.
I can do that for you.
Okay, and then you'll just add. You'll just add a few of the garlic powder, the curry, and a bit of mixed herbs, and then we'll just braise that through.
Put me to work. We only have just about 2 minutes to get through this, but I've got faith in us. We're going to go in with some garlic powder in the braised onions. Paprika, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, yes, smoked paprika. But like I said, you know, it's all about how you and your home, you had wanted to do it. And yeah, so that's what's important. But also, again, umleqwa doesn't require for you to add much to it because the bones, the skin, the chicken itself has got so much flavor. Yes.
Okay, so we're portioning it up there. And this is specifically for stovetop, right?
Yes, it is for stovetop, but you can do it in the oven as well.
Yes. I love you can even notice the different color of pink almost. That's
exactly. Which shows you that it is cooked. Like I said, you know, it's been slow cooked for 6 hours, and that's very important.
Oh, I love it. It's going to taste good. This is?
That's curry powder.
Curry powder.
Yes. So we'll just portion it slightly, and then we'll add to our pan.
Awesome.
So you'll cook your spices off, and then you'll add it to your pan, and then you'll just make sure that it's coated fully before you add your stock. So you don't throw away the stock that's in here because it's also very important as it packs so much flavor. And when you have a dombolo, you can literally dip into it and just get all those juices sucked up in it.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Okay, our spices are going to go off. We can fast forward for the sake of TV. Chuck the chicken in as well.
Like I said, you know, let's go for it. Let's go for it. And, you know, this reminds me, you know, of growing up, you know. Umleqwa was so crucial in my family. And it just reminds me of how back in the days, you know, my uncle would organize for umleqwa freshly to get delivered to my grand's house before we go to church, so that by the time you get back, you know, the Sunday 7 colors plate is ready for you.
It's ready for you
exactly.
to enjoy. That's the best part of any Sunday besides praising the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, I love this so much. Tell me, have you ever caught a chicken, a hard-bodied chicken?
I have. I used to be very scared of it, but I have. So how this happened was, growing up, like I said, you know, we had a local woman deliver fresh chicken to our house, and then her daughters would also just help her deliver, and now we became a family. And this is how my mom then encouraged me to spend a bit more time with them, learning how to plug, how to clean the umleqwa, just to make sure that it's ready for when you want to sell it. So, but now I'm a grown girl, so I can definitely catch it and prepare it as you would.
Oh, I love to see it. Please do. Now, Kanye, some last steps because we have to wrap this up. How do we prepare this? So we cook it in the on the stove top?
You cook it in your stove top, and if you can't pass me the stock, please.
Yes, let me do that.
We'll add our our broth in there. And then what you'll do then is just to let it rest. And then also, if your stock is too thick, what you can do is just to increase your heat so that it can slightly reduce. And then that's what you'll use to also serve with umleqwa wako.
Oh, I love it. Like you said, take that dombola and dip it right in.
And then you can just cover it and then let it do its thing. It doesn't need much because Woolies has done the parts for you. And then, yeah, so we can just leave this to go whilst we dish up our meal.
Beautiful. Love her, leave her alone. Samp and beans. Of course, you could also add, like we said, some steamed bread, if you will. Anything that really is going to just transport you back to your upbringings with Woolworths' newest product, umleqwa. Now, of course, shop this and more nostalgic and local flavors in selected stores, online, and even on the app. We've got you covered when it comes to that nostalgia in your mouth.
So what we'll also do, just to show you, we've got sampan beans that we'll serve, which also really sells. So we'll just warm that up and then they'll be ready for us to serve.
Oh, I absolutely love it. We'll do that while you go over there.
Yes.
Okay, sampan beans.
Yes. So I'll take this one.
Absolutely delicious. I wish you could smell what was coming out of the kitchen right now. Well, you can buy yourself as much chicken as you want if you win today. I want you to gear up and play Sports Take 8 Fixture List 765. Why do we focus on this one? Well, there is an estimated jackpot of over 1.3 million rand up for grabs this Thursday. Today, the fixture list closes at 5:30, though, so don't get left behind, please. We're going to have a lot of entrants for this one. So you can play Sports Stake right now in store. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. Obviously, that's their website, or you can use their mobile app, which works brilliantly. The ultimate chance is yours. So make sure that you be in your game today because the winnings are big. We'll see you now.
There are stories of strivers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I love it when we get to sit down with history makers, people who have allowed their names to stay in books for the rest of history. And this is why today we are sitting down with Mia LaRue, the first hearing-impaired Miss SA ever. And also, she's so hilarious. Oh, Mia, are you so good?
Thank you. I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm all the better for having you next to me. I feel royal. I feel excited. But Mia, you're going to have to help me out here now. Because apparently I was told that your first 4 words were... See, I can't even remember. I have to look now. Kyk daar. Wit Volker. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Which is, look there, white clouds, ne?
Yes.
And this is the thing about you, is that you are somebody who is not having your head in the clouds, but you're grounded more than anything else. Which is why I need to ask you, in terms of your journey on Crown Chasers, how did you stay not just so grounded, but also what made you keep going? Because it wasn't an easy journey.
No, it wasn't an easy journey at all. It took a lot from all of us, but for me personally, it was my why and my purpose that made me push through and persevere. Because I will keep saying this, the reason that I was here was for myself and for others who have felt the same way, of feeling different and excluded. And it really has put the fire under me, and it is really the reason I kept pushing through.
I love it.
Because I think when you fight for something so much bigger than yourself, you also will fight so much harder.
Oh, man. And Mia, you're doing so gracefully, which I think is the most beautiful thing. And this is why I love that everyone is so willing to learn. And thank you for allowing us to learn. And if you do not know Expresso family, it is a huge thank you to Lesego Signs, who is signing for us in Cape Town as we have this beautiful conversation with our brand new Miss SA. And of course, Mia, with you, you're someone who has really great people around you, which I think is always so important. So speak to me about that. What is the importance of community for you, and what do those people mean to you?
It really does take a village to help someone. So many people ask me who has my biggest supporter been. And for me, I always say I can't pinpoint. Because everyone plays a role. And if I had to speak about every single person that plays a role, we will be chatting until next year.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, like everyone has such a unique part to play in someone's journey.
Yes.
And for me, every single person who had their part to play, from photographers, makeup artists, people who support me, friends, people I can just chat with about my fears and my doubts, people who build me up.
Yeah.
People who instill values in me, like my parents, all of them play such a big part. And then the ones just cheering for me, small things, the ones who helped me with getting a cochlear implant, who actually really didn't have to, but each person that has put a hand towards helping me. For me, my gratitude is to all of them.
Yes, and it has been such a beautiful puzzle that came together, all of the pieces being all of those people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and this is the thing, Mia, you mentioned how for you, you were doing this for a greater purpose, for something bigger than yourself. And I think that even in these days where we're getting to know you, we're getting to understand just how much what your win has done and is doing for people out there. And this is why a message came through on the WhatsApp line that said, so proud and happy that she won, where she's showing being deaf or hard of hearing is not an obstacle or barrier, where every day we, the deaf or hard of hearing, feel excluded. Now, since Mia winning is now showing more reality that she mentioned, proudly be deaf and be South African. Clearly, she's confident and a strong woman, where she mentioned excluded. Therefore, we, the deaf community in South Africa, are extremely so happy for Mia LaRue, and more opportunities will be opening more doors for our deaf and hard of hearing in South Africa, and it's been made inclusive. That's you. That's what you did.
Yes.
Yes. And Mia, this is why I want to ask you, with your community, here with us, especially because we're celebrating you and celebrating this incredible history mark. I want to know, what is your message of hope to them?
My message of hope is to not give up, and that things are possible even when you don't always think it is possible. If you have a purpose and a dream, it's there for a reason.
Yes.
And you are strong enough to go after that dream. And I am also here to help create a space of inclusivity.
Yes.
And I am so excited with everyone who wants to work with me to work towards that better and more inclusive future.
Come on. And speaking of which, a lot of those people are watching right now, right? You're possible, people who are going to be with you on this journey. So tell us, because obviously on Saturday, you said that you definitely wanted to make, different campaigns, do things that are going to allow everyone to feel included. What are some of those things that you're hoping to do?
So some of the projects that I already have started planning out is with the Department of Women, Youth and Persons of Disabilities.
Oh, wow.
I know the Department of Disabilities have vocalized to me that they really want captions on news bulletins.
Yeah.
And that is something I wholeheartedly agree with, as I also have been excluded from the news and just staying up to date with all of it. So I really want to help create that change because I do believe it is achievable.
Yes.
And I also would like to start reaching out to rural communities, starting in Oudtshoorn, my hometown.
Yes, girl.
I already have spoken with Rotary Oudtshoorn and the Business Chamber of Oudtshoorn with some small projects that we can start getting, or we can start doing there.
And it's only day 3. Yes, continue. Sorry, I'm saying it's only day 3 and you've already spoken to people.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you have to be prepared.
Yes.
And we will be doing small things like giving an elderly woman a pair of glasses, things she can knit and earn an income, empowering communities to have gardens so they can have healthy food to eat and that they can sell and earn an income.
Yeah.
So there are lots of little small things we can do as well.
Beautiful. Mia, I know your reign is going to be one for the books. And I also want to ask you, because of course, like we said, it's been a journey. And this was one that started from when you entered that first pageant, but also from the moment you walked into that journey of being on Crown Chasers. What would you say has been the biggest lesson that you've learned over the last couple of weeks and even months?
For me, the biggest lesson that I've learned personally is if you keep focusing on where you're challenged, if you keep focusing on the things that make it hard, you actually make it harder for yourself.
Sure.
And sometimes you have to just focus on the positivity. You have to learn to have fun. You need to learn to be lighthearted about it and be lighthearted about your challenges and find joy.
Yeah.
Because that will also give you some strength and help the journey be easier for you.
Yes. Oh, beautiful. Mia, you're incredible. I literally keep saying that you were born for a time such as this because that's what history makers are. They are people that allow everybody else to see what is possible, but more than anything else, believe in their dreams. So thank you for that, because you've done that, yes, for the deaf community, but also I feel for so many of us. And we appreciate you, and we can't wait to see all the incredible things you do.
Oh, thank you. That is very sweet. I
You are the
appreciate it.
sweetest. Thank you. I mean, I'll see you again soon. Since we're following each other. Yeah. Me and Mia are going to continue having a lovely conversation here. But South Africa, we can be so proud because honestly and truly, we are represented by the best of the best. Like I said earlier on, she's going to go on and show the rest of the world what South Africa is made of. And we can be indeed 100% behind her with confidence because we absolutely have a queen in front of us. Your new Miss South Africa, Mia LaRue. Right about now, though, Graham is doing the things in Cape Town. Hi, Graham.
Oh, I would imagine, girl, this is going to stand out as one of those interviews for you. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to Lesego as well, our sign interpreter. I have a feeling she's going to be coming back very often, not just over this year, but maybe in perpetuity. Absolutely love it. So let's stay on that inspirational trend right now and joined by iconic products and, let's say, unapologetically fearless woman. Carissa, who certainly fits that bill, had the honor of celebrating Revlon's long reign of empowerment at the launch of 12 new shades of their super lustrous lipstick. Take a look at this.
Founded in 1932 and on a mission to create a more liberated approach to beauty, Revlon truly embodies all things powerful. And tonight, we pay homage to an iconic brand that celebrates the uniqueness and purpose of many. Daniela, thank you so much for having us here tonight at this gorgeous event. Can you tell me more about the event itself and the inspiration behind it?
So tonight is really about taking our heritage and blending it with the modern times and just really bringing the Revlon brand back into the forefront of our consumers' minds and taking them along that journey. Tonight we are focusing on our iconic super lustrous lipstick. It's been a staple in the Revlon brand for many decades, and because we've launched 12 new shades, again, to keep up with the latest trends and offerings for our consumers, that's brought our event and concept to life, just bring the timeless elegance back into the brand.
As part of this celebration, we are so excited to unveil our absolutely brand new digital CGI campaign featuring our renowned super lustrous lipstick. This campaign highlights the strength, activation, and social movement that Revlon is so proud of.
Wow. Did Cape Town get a glow up?
Bailey, you have so many roles that you do on a daily. You're a wife, you're a mom, you're also a content creator and a radio personality. And I wonder how you show up in all these roles with confidence.
Revlon firstly makes you feel absolutely beautiful. Whether you are all dolled up, or whether you just have a slick of mascara on, you feel amazing. And when you feel amazing, you look amazing. When you look amazing, you feel amazing. And I think it's all about having that confidence to really know who you are and just enhance that.
Renee, as a makeup artist, I know you use so many brands, and I wonder what sets Revlon apart from the others?
I think it's amazing that they've been around for almost 100 years. I mean, 1932 they launched, it's crazy. In 1970, they had the first ever African-American woman as their model for one of their fragrance brands. That was the first ever in the world. So their pioneering spirit continues, I think, in their innovation.
I love how Revlon redefined beauty just through personal individuality. What's great about the brand is they were one of the absolute first to embrace diversity. Back in the 80s, and I'm old enough to remember the 80s, they were one of the first brands to use women of color, women like Iman and Beverly Johnson to front their campaigns. I love everything about the brand.
I've had a 10-year-long relationship with Revlon. I think it first came to me when I joined the Love Squad 10 years ago. My grandmother used Revlon, my aunts all used it, we all stole their lipsticks. I love this relationship with them because I lost my grandmother this year and it just makes me feel like I'm somehow connected to her.
I feel like everyone can use Revlon. And I feel like it's something that's been a part of our lives for the longest time. I feel like everyone has a Revlon story.
I'm really loving this event. I love how the community of beauty creators and influencers and also enthusiasts are all here to share something very special.
My favorite Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick shade is Rum Raisin. I love the texture. I love the color, which is very similar to that of my lips. And it just works.
My new favorite shade of Super Lustrous lipsticks has to be Afterglow. It's the perfect peachy nude and it works perfectly with the little brown lip liner. Yeah, goes from day to night very, very easily. I love it.
Bringing out the facets of confidence in each of us, Revlon continues to stand the test of time and also inspire empowerment. And that allows us to hashtag live boldly as we step out in complete fearlessness and confidence.
So whether you're independent, joyful, or free, or unstoppable, there is definitely a colour for every fearless facet of you. Did you find your colour?
I found my
All
colour.
12.
A nice red, a nice brown that suits me. Celebrate your power and shop the Super Lustrous lipstick formulated with 80% conditioning ingredients and infused with vitamin E and avocado oil at all participating retailers. We'll see.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is, of course, Expresso on S3, and we're going to get into some fashion talk, all right? With innovation, sustainability, and quality as the foundation of Woolworths' RE Denims, it is made to fit every curve and contour of your body. Now, stylist Taryn Oppel is here to guide us through the versatility with 3 ways to style your favorite denims. And you're rocking the denims.
I'm already
You're in the denims. I rocked the denims earlier, and I can tell you the curves were hugged. They felt so incredibly good, Taryn. But there are endless possibilities when it comes to styling. So
we're going to narrow it down to 3.
Please do. Cool. Upcoming seasons are coming. Where do we even begin?
Let's go. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to bring our first lady out, and we're going to stick to a little bit of a casual category with all 3 ways, because of course denim is casual first and foremost, but it can also be dressed up and down. As you can see, I'm very into double denim. So we're going to start
Canadian tuxedo.
We're going to go Canadian tuxedo. We're going to add a little trucker jacket, maybe do a little button up in the middle. And Letabo is wearing the mid-rise boyfriend denims. Can I tell you, I own one of these jeans. They are so comfortable that it's got such a great amount of stretch to them. As you can see, we've cuffed hers. You can wear it uncuffed. So to tie in with our little casual, everyday, cool look, we've paired it with a pair of sneakers, a little bit of a cuff, our denim trucker, and then just to add a little pop of color, because as the season changes, you know, you want to introduce more color to your wardrobe. So this could just be a little style detail, or just an easy way to carry around your cardi.
Because you never know with Cape Town weather.
Exactly, and then layer it under your trucker. And then just to tie in the accessories in that neutral world, we've got the canvas drawstring bucket bag and her sneakers.
And it matches the sneakers so well. I'm also here for the different shades of denim on top of each other.
Which you can absolutely do.
Yes.
There's no rule.
Oh, I'm here for that rule, that there are no rules. And I love the fact that it's casual, but you can actually step it up a little bit. Throw on a heel and it's a completely different outfit.
You know, take the cardigan off the shoulder, throw a nail, absolutely. And the one thing that I do want to point out is how the t-shirt and the denim work so well hand in hand. The t-shirt is the foundation, and that's how we're starting and building on these looks.
Oh, I like that. Speaking about that capsule wardrobe, this is definitely feeding into it. Next model, please.
Cool. So we've got Megan in her high-rise straight denims. This is a very interesting wash. It just gives a little personality to your vibe. Starting off with the modal luxury 3/4 tee. We're going to now layer it.
I like the length of the sleeve on the tee.
It's so great. It's like a really nice, modest way of wearing a tee, and it's very flattering as well. So we're going to play along with the blue tones and add this pinstripe blue shirt. Sorry, we're just going to
Karen, I've been seeing these shirts everywhere recently.
It's huge. You have to get one for the new season, or 2 or 3. I mean, whatever rocks your boat. So we're gonna, I mean, you could wear it like this, unbuttoned, very casual, but we're gonna go a bit dressy casual. We're stepping it up a notch, and we're gonna just button it up once and tuck in half of the shirt in front. Just give it that like
look
cool,
at that already.
Sort of loose fitting, casual, let the back do its thing. Then just to take it up a notch, because it's all about accessorizing, adding that little extra bit of accessories to your look to either dress it up or down. So we're going to give her a little bit of a silky neck scarf.
Telling you, even the young kids can wear serpi. I'm here for it.
Hello. What is age?
What is age? What a concept.
So again, just like we tied Lataba's bag to her sneakers, we're doing the same here with her quilted ballet pumps. They are going absolutely nowhere this season. Get yourself a pair or 2.
People are hating on the pumps.
Oh, they're hating so bad, but it's not for everybody, but that's what fashion's all about. It's subjective. So we're tying a little black with a toe cap on her pumps and then giving her a black bag that she can just swoop over her shoulder. And there you go.
I am here for it. You look absolutely stunning, Meg. I would wear this on the weekend. But shall we move into some business casual?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cool. So we've got Azra. She's wearing one of my favorite silhouettes. It's the high-rise wide leg. So the best way to wear this silhouette is with a heel. It's not naturally very long or like floor grazing. So you just want to elongate your leg. So we've given her a black kitten heel. Again, the base is your tee. And then just to bring in some classic stripes.
Oh, I love this.
We're going to go with a button-up cardigan.
A larger stripe too.
Yes, which is really nice. And this bold sort of contrasting black and white's really cool. And we're actually going to do something that we did with Megan's shirt, and we're just gonna tuck in half of the front, just a different way to wear your cardigan. I mean, you could wear it open, you could wear it completely closed, and then never forget the sleeve, because it just ties it all together. You could accessorize it with a really great pendant.
Wow.
So we're gonna add that.
Ah, the power of styling.
Right, it's all about the accessories. And then we're gonna tie in her kitten heel with something super smart and beautiful with a little mini bag.
Don't go too far with that bag now. I thought it was mine. Oh, I love it. Look how that came together.
And we can't forget about your makeup as well. Just adding a pop of red on the lip really does elevate your look just like that. So
if there's anything I took from Taryn, it's exactly that. A red lip goes a long way. Thank you so much to our gorgeous models, and thank you to Taryn always for bringing through some fashion inspiration on a Thursday. Now, it is made from more responsibly sourced cotton using less water and chemicals. Denim not only looks good but also does good, okay? So shop denim that makes a difference at Woolworths, in store, online and on the app.
It is a feel-good Thursday, everybody, and it doesn't get more feel-good than your feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back to Expresso. Now, we are about to experience some epicness in the form of music. So without any further shenanigans, everybody, put your hands together for the one, the only Luna Ray. Girls wanna have fun!
Sweetheart. Love me some for I get in my feels. Billowy, but I ain't trying to hear it. Takes up time, it's running, I'm still here. Grab my heels, don't wanna be in here. I've been in the times way too long, so what the been thinking about ways to let loose, I should hit my girls in DMs. Forget about your man, let's go dance. Tell them you'll see later. My girls wanna, I just wanna have fun. Cause my girls wanna, I just wanna have fun. My girls wanna, I just wanna have fun. Cause my It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And this morning, we're having a conversation about something I know we all love. We've got with us Maggie's Bayeng Machele, and it is all in the name of the Cook the Difference campaign. And today, it is also us talking about how Maggie continues to be absolutely committed to flavor, to convenience, as well as, of course, that culinary deliciousness that we love. So let's welcome her. Everybody, it's Bayeng. Bayeng, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm amazing, thank you. Bayeng, I'm going to ask you, please, this morning to tell us a little bit more about Maggie, but also about the Cook the Difference campaign.
So Maggie is really about helping our consumers cook those delicious meals that they love with their families, using the fresh food and making sure that, you know, there's a nutritious sustainability to the meals that they create with their families.
Yes.
The Cook the Difference campaign is something that we are really, really excited about because it really helps consumers share those culinary experiences with their families and their loved ones. Yes. And Maggie will always be the center of those products that you use to make sure that you create those delicious dishes for your family. So really, whether you're a novice cook, whether you're a chef, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a bachelor or a lazy cook like me.
Me too. I'm only in the kitchen
lazy.
once a year. Yes.
So someone like me really benefits from using Maggie products because it really creates those nutritious, easy, convenience, quick meals that you can create in the comfort of your home or really anywhere you are.
That's true, 100%. I mean, for me, I know that my memories with Maggie, it ranges from when I was a little kid and I needed to make some food when I got home to being in varsity. And I know that you guys have some exciting major changes.
We do.
Yes,
we're
tell
really,
us
really
about
excited.
it. And also, I want to know this. How are you going to 100% make sure that your customers actually know the difference between the older version and the newer version?
So the new Maggie noodles come with a lot thicker strand, so really fills that satiety of the dish. The taste maker is also a little bit bigger, so a bolder, richer flavor really coming through that coats that noodle very, very well.
Yes.
So it really is an exciting element of what we've done with the Maggie noodle as well.
I love that. And when can we expect to start seeing these new and improved
They
noodles?
have actually started hitting the stores already.
Come
so
on.
We're really, really excited about it.
I love that. And I know you guys have a lot of different things that are in the pipeline. So what can we look forward to from the activities to all the different things that you're going to be doing?
There's a lot that we're doing. So we have some mall activations that are happening. So please come and cook with us. We do have a competition running as well. You are able to either load your video on social media, hashtag Maggie and you, hashtag Cook the Difference. And you can also join us at the malls. You can cook with us at the malls as well. So we're really excited about running all of that for you.
Beautiful. And Bayeng, I want to ask you, just in terms of 2-minute noodles, for you, what is that memory that you remember that genuinely comes to mind?
I think it's definitely in university. We really abused them. But it really was the center of that quick, convenient meal that you needed in between studying, in between classes, when you're pulling those all-nighters, sometimes even in the morning.
Yay.
So really, it really was, it's a core memory for all of us in university.
100%. I mean, even to this day, like when my niece asks me for food, it's like either something, that is a little bit more, okay, it needs time, or it's the,
absolutely,
let's do this.
The kids love the noodles.
They love
the noodles.
And that's why I'm saying it's so nice that it's so quick, it's so easy. It makes our lives so much easier. And the deliciousness is there, which is what matters.
Absolutely.
100%.
And I mean, there's so much to get from the Maggie range. Currently, we're also working on a lovely surprise from our Worcestershire sauce. That'll be hitting the stores in October, so everybody must look out for that too.
I love it. This is beautiful. Bayeng, thank you for coming and catching us up with what Maggie's up to, because I know you guys are always just on the move and innovating. And I also think, with you guys and also just allowing all of us to bring out our inner chefs, you're bringing families together. Because now, even though I cook once a year, I can cook even better. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Expresso family, you see, this is what it is about. Having those inner chefs within us come out with only the best, and that, of course, is Maggie. But I want to remind you about the competition. We want you to share your delicious Maggie 2-minute noodles recipe and be part of this amazing movement, my friend. And you heard how we are going to be going everywhere with the Maggie family, and it is those beautiful mall activations that are going to be happening, and it is in Gauteng, Durban and Cape Town, and you get to be a part of creating those lovely recipes. But then if you're not able to do it there in the mall, it's okay. You can upload your video onto social media, and you got to make sure that you use the hashtags hashtag Maggie and you and hashtag Cook the Difference, and just like that, my babes, you could be a winner. Now show off your culinary creativity and come through and be a part of what Maggie is doing, where they are saying 100% Cook the Difference, which we absolutely love. And this is an opportunity and a half that you do not want to miss out on, because, my friend, It is literally where you can be a winner with Maggie, and it's so lovely to see. Do the right thing and enter now.
So the ladies have been sorted. Let's look after the gents right now with up to 5 different fits and feels, multiple washes, and of course that added stretch for comfort. The RE Denim jeans have got you covered, like literally. So as her non-negotiable go-to, our stylist, Taryn Oppel, believes that every man should have a pair for every occasion. And
That's
now
right.
you can, girl.
That's right.
Now you can.
Absolutely.
So let's work through just how powerful the jean proposition is, and if you can, dress up some gents like you dressed the ladies.
Yes. Okay, we're going to go straight into it. Just like the ladies, I want to focus on that casual category and then just go different levels up.
Elevate.
Exactly.
I love it. Go
So
for
we're
it.
going to bring Imran out. He's wearing the regular fit. So this is the most roomy fit you'll find.
For sure.
So automatically it's very casual. It's really great with a big cuff roll up. Right here we've done 2 rolls.
I love it. Let your socks shine if you want to, but I like the fact
Exactly.
that there's not so much pressure, trend pressure now. If you want to wear socks, no socks, funky socks, exciting socks, black socks, go for it.
Honestly, I feel like people think that there's so many rules in fashion. Like whatever is for you, rock it. So we're going to go with an unbuttoned sort of textured shirt, which is a great color. I spoke about introducing more color into your wardrobe for the new season. Once again, the t-shirt as the foundation, and you just layer it and it just transforms your look instantly. So he's got the really cool sort of street style chunky
Love it.
sneaker. And I mentioned the roll up. It's so important just to roll your jeans twice. Any more than that, it gets thick, it gets
It's
chunky.
a little too much,
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
2 rolls is
We'll leave
just
that
enough.
in the 90s. We'll leave that in the 90s, baby. The
Right.
full leg roll up to the calf kind of vibe.
I don't
love
think
that.
I ever
Obviously,
wanna see that.
we got quite a hanger here. Absolutely beautiful. It's just missing a skateboard. Go for it. Okay, let's level up.
Cool, so we're going to go a little bit more dressy casual now. So it's best of both worlds, casual and a little bit dressy. So we've got Keegan, and what I want to do to elevate his white tee jeans combo.
I love the dark blue. I got to say, if you're going to get a staple and you want that, because I like older jeans, but I like a new pair of dark blue. Absolutely beautiful.
I can 100% agree, because dark denim is always something that you can dress up or down. So we've given him this sort of linen blend, light neutral striped shirt, but I just want to take it up a notch and just introduce you to probably one of the most beautiful jackets I have seen come out of Woolies for men. It's such a great color, such a great tone. The layering of those tones are really cool as well. And he's wearing the straight cut denim, which again is also super cash. This time we've just given it a bigger cuff, which is also one of my favorite ways to cuff your jeans.
Classy, absolutely. Let's get into business, Gak.
Cool, let's get into business. We've got Paul.
Beautiful, thank you,
he's
lad.
wearing the slim fit jeans from Reed.
Nice.
So
I
this
love
is
those,
a one-up from the skinny, which is a little bit more roomy than a skinny. So it's not as fitted, but still gives you a
And
great
I like the fact that
silhouette.
it gives you a bit of space at the ankle there to play with as well. That's
Exactly,
beautiful, yeah.
exactly. And if it is too long for you, again, just give it 1 or 2 rolls, perfectly fine. So we're gonna take him to maybe a Friday at the office, just giving him a little bit of a business look. We're copying
That
you today.
is a
I'm getting
gorgeous
some cues,
jacket,
Getting
yeah.
some cues from you. The brown is so now and so great, and it's less stiff than a black one or a navy or a grey. It's just a newer neutral that I think works really well with the black as well.
I
so
think he's
just
going to
throw
keep
on
this
a
on and just
brogue.
walk out the building because he looks
Right?
amazing.
Straight to the office. Off you go.
Okay, buddy, have an amazing day. Now, I think he's geared up for the party afterwards. Taryn, you are absolutely amazing.
Thank
Consciously
you.
crafted and built to make you feel authentically cool and comfortable. These jeans are the ultimate winter wardrobe must-have. In fact, the entire selection. Shop the denim details and more at Woolworths in-store, online, or using their amazing app. Enjoy.
And how you're going to get that fashion is if you win some money. So gear up and play Sports Stake 8 fixture list 765 for an estimated jackpot of over 1.3 million rand this Thursday. The fixture list closes at 5:30 p.m. Now don't get left behind. Play Sports Stake 8 now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website or on the mobile app for your chance to hashtag #BeInja Ye Game.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show still as we close out the show, my lovely, in the best way we know how, which is with a superstar. We've been having so much fun, so it is only right that we finish things off on a high, yeah? So everybody, put your hands together and make some noise for the queen. It is Luna Ray with Will You.
I wanna know will you. I said I wanna know if you will. It's been a long time since I hit your line. When is the right time for you to hit mine? If you ask, I'll do it. I'll just say I'm fine. But you know I'm lying here without you. So if I call you, will you pick up? If I need you, will you be up? Cause these days I've been thinking about you lately. If not lately, I'm thinking on the daily. If I call you, will you pick up? If I need you, will you be up? Cause these days I've been thinking about you lately. If not lately, I'm thinking on the daily. Do I follow my heart? My mind can't find, I can't decide. It's 2 a.m. wonder when your pride gon' fall. I'm wondering if I was right or wrong to delete your number from my phone. But I keep adding it back and I might hit call. But you can't know that I hate rocking so low. Know that I ain't being in the friend zone. Know that without you I'm feeling alone. So if I call you, will you pick up? If I need you, will you be up? Cause these days I've been thinking about you lately. If not lately, I'm thinking on the daily. If I call you, will you pick up? If I need you, will you be up? Cause these days I've been thinking about you lately. If not lately, I'm thinking on the daily. Do I follow my heart? My mind can't find, I can't decide. Will you, babe? I'm hoping it's today. Will you, babe? Keep thinking on the daily. Will you, babe? I'm hoping it's today. Will you, babe? Keep thinking on the daily.
Come
Everybody, round of applause. Thank you very much, Luna.
Oh.
What an amazing performance, and that's what the show is all about. We are all about feel-good energies, and well, it's almost time for us to love and leave you, as the old saying goes.
Yes, and this is why I kept teasing. What's going on that side as we say goodbye?
Just very quickly, Lesego, thank you so much. We absolutely love you. Thank you, Mia. We are so proud of you. Beautiful queen.
Oh, yeah.
So how do we say I love you and goodbye?
We say, I love you, and you wave it to say, I love you, goodbye.
I love you, goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. My girl. Oh, beautiful. There we go. There we go. And we'll give it an applause.
Another feel-good production.
Enjoy a thicker and creamier full cream yogurt with real fruit pieces. A fruitful day awaits with Clover Fruits of the Forest.